that we done came from the bottom. Mad that we up, but I don't hear him talking. Started with knowledge inside of my noggin. We took a dream and then we started blogging. Put my city on the map now. I'ma say how it is and I don't back down. On the road to 100K, we finna act out. We gon' show them that we not just in the background. We the main event, we the main show. We the one that people always gonna pay for. FYF, we the best, no debate though. Number one sports channel, every angle. I'ma show them all how we ride. Best sports talk show, we not like them guys. We playing it safe while they feather the lines. We pushing the narrative all the time. Like who to go in the game is not MJ. Kobe Bryant top 10, not what we say. I keep Elijah one is very overrated. Keep it real if it ain't fact, we don't say it. Now it's stable, we won't be ignored. We number one, especially when coming to sports. FYF bringing the heat here, of course. Where everything backed up with actual source. Everything backed up with actual source.
Nah, that's just passion. We love the game. You already know what it is. FYF. You don't got tough skin. Might as well not even come on in. Talk to him. FYF, blow the whistle, man, we too official. Better check the film, we not one of them. The greatest to ever ball above the rim. They wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Cut the small conversation, debate on major levels. This the playoffs, baby, bring that pressure, we never settle. Cross and spin, getting it in, I wanna win. That teamwork got us headed to the ship again. LeBron better than MJ, cut it out. Half these fans in the stands don't know what they talking about. Half-court jumpers, crowd going wild. FYF ranked number one, you better say it loud. Intellectual talk, but fuck your feelings. Elijah one too overrated, Kobe still a realist. Top 10 all time, now how they cut the line. Magic Johnson, Draymond Green, one in the same kind. Fuck your feelings, fast break, stop and pull a J. He got how many rings, nothing else to say. With the team, live streaming, play by play. This the dream, full steam on the road to 100K. FYF, blow the whistle, man, we too official. Better check the film, we not one of them. The greatest to ever ball above the rim. They wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Cut the small conversation, debate on major levels. This the playoffs, baby, bring that pressure, we never settle. Cross and spin, getting it in, I wanna win. That teamwork got us headed to the ship again. Started small, then turned into big dogs. They treat me like the GM, I just make the call. No matter who my op is, I'ma stand tall. Then pull up to the game, fresh like I just left the mall. 100K, 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 check the score. We gon' bust the shot clock, fans running to the floor. All I hear is go this and go that. Man, your team suck, hang it up like a coke rack. I love the game, I admit it, I can't quit it. Step in front of me, man, your ankles gon' get the business. Been a legend like Moses Malone, way ahead of my time. This the greatest sports show ever, I just had to remind. FYF, FYF, blow the whistle, man, we too official. Better check the film, we not one of them. The greatest to ever ball above the rim. They wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Cut the small conversation, debate on major levels. This the playoffs, baby, bring that pressure, we never settle. Cross and spin, getting it in, I wanna win. That teamwork got us headed to the ship again.
All right, there we go. Can y'all hear me now? My mic settings got reset, man. My bad. Just put a one in the chat if you can hear me. I had to reset everything. We should be good now. All right, we good? Okay, cool. Now, look, y'all, FYF Sports, man. It's Lamont, man. We back. Look, it's debate night. Salute to everybody that's pulling up. And we got a good card of debates tonight. We're going to have to make a few modifications because at the last minute, I think we've had a few people drop out, or not necessarily drop out. Obviously, some things came up. Now, the one thing that I do want to tell you guys is this right here. If we schedule a debate and you drop out, that's going to count as an L on your record, right? And the only reason why it counts as an L is because, you know, there's a lot of people that set aside daytime just to make sure that they hear. And so, again, you can always come back and try to get a little bit of retribution where when you see your name in that ranking and your name is impacted, it's probably because of something like that. So we had a couple guys back out. So just to let you guys know, we got Tyson and Hooper's Radar. Hooper's Radar cannot make it. Tyson, there is an opening for you to debate Tru Da King today. So if you want to take on the number one, if y'all haven't seen the new rankings, y'all, if Tyson, if you are available to take on our number one ranked debater in our new power rankings presented by ChatGPT, remember, you guys, y'all can't get mad at me for these rankings. All I do is I take the transcripts from all the debates, I put it into ChatGPT, I tell ChatGPT what the former rankings were, and it shoots out what the rankings are. So these are the rankings right now. After our last round of debates, Tru Da King with his win over Big Ock Bob elevated him up to number one. Sturdy, who got the de facto win because Damo backed out and quit at the last minute. Sturdy goes up to number two. You have Young Africa, who took the L to Ticket. He drops down to 3. SB Talk Sports lost to Chilltown Hoops. He drops to 4. Ticket, by beating the number 1 seed Young Africa, entered in at number 5. You have Chilltown Hoops, who beat SB, who was formerly number 2. He moves up to 6. And then you have Mahari, who's been kind of stagnant. He hasn't had time to debate, so he's dropping. Mac Def, Big Ock Bob. Big Ock Bob got credit from ChatGPT for it being such a close debate against a highly ranked opponent. And then you got the Pope B. Frank, who, you know, entered into these debates. I think he took on multiple debates in one night, man, and you know, really put on a good showing, even though he didn't get the win. But that obviously he got credit for putting on a good performance in some of his talking points from ChatGPT. So these are our top 10 debaters, right? If you are new to the debates, if you want to get into these rankings, man, these rankings, what is it ultimately going to lead up to? It's ultimately going to lead up to our playoff debates. So we're going to have our debate playoffs, and then we're going to have our debate champion, crown the champion for 2023 of debaters. So again, you have to enter into these debates, and then you have to stay consistent to get in here. I do want to see somebody like Herm get in the debates. He says, Dan, no, I'm not hating on you, Herm. It's not, I don't do it. Now, Herm, there is an opportunity for you to get in on the debates today because Sebastian did back out of his debate today with P5. And P5 was debating Sebastian on who's the better scorer, Kawhi Leonard or Carmelo Anthony. So, Herm, if you do want to take on Sebastian's debate, Sebastian was going to be debating for Carmelo Anthony. It's who's the better scorer, Kawhi Leonard or Carmelo Anthony. And you can take that on against P5 today here on FYF Sports. So if you want to take on that topic, I will let you jump in. And again, P5 is not going to be a pushover in that one. And you really going to have to come with your logic and facts. You might have to do some quick research real quick to make sure. There's one new element that we are adding in, though. And this is just something I'm testing out. I'm going to be testing it out. And then I'm going to be doing a community poll to see if it's something that we should keep. Because we always trying to do what? We always trying to fine tune these debates, find ways to make them better. And so what I'm going to be adding today, and this is for all the participants, is at the end of your opponent's round, and you only get one of these, you get one of these per debate. So you have to use it wisely, right? It's like a challenge in the NBA. But you, at the end of your opponent's round, if he was wrong about any particular fact, and it has to be something that's not subjective, it has to be something that could be tangibly proven with stats. If they misquote an event or timing of any particular event and they completely get something wrong, at the end of the round, you can say, I object. And what do we do when you say I object? You let us know what you're objecting. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to Chat GPT to get the facts. Now, here's the problem. If you object and you wrong, you automatically lose that round. If you object at any time and we fact check it and you are found to be wrong, you lose that round. But if you're right, you take that round from the other opponent. Remember, we have to pride ourselves over here on being very factual, y'all. And I think when I went back and re-listened to a lot of the past debates, there are some people that just know how to finesse and talk well. And so it sounds good coming off the tongue, but it's not always necessarily factual. And so if you hear something in the debate, you can say remember, you have to wait to the end of the round. You have to say, I object. And we're going to go to Chat GPT to get the facts. Now, like I said, do not be wrong. There's a risk there. Because here's the problem. If you object and if it's something subjective that we can't go look up and it's just opinionated, you lose. So as soon as you say object, you put yourself on the skillet to get fried if you're wrong. You cannot make any mistakes when you object. You have to be completely factual. You have to say specifically what you objecting, and you better pray that other person was wrong on that fact, or you lose that round. And we all know how valuable these rounds are because you have, especially when we're talking about that panel vote, and especially when we're talking about the vote from this, the specially selected guest who does the voting there. So it could be impactful. And so that's the new little element that we adding in. You don't have to use it, but it is an option that you can throw in, and you can only do it at the end of a given round. And you can only do it at the end of the first or the second round. You can't do it in the rebuttal rounds. Cannot do it in the rebuttal rounds. Now, you only get one of them. You can only do it one time per debate. All right. And this is, look, y'all, this is just something that we throwing in and that we trying for today. If it doesn't work out, we'll trash it. But I just think it's going to make people come into these debates on their toes. They can't just get away with saying anything, especially if they know they can get fact checked on the spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drop the link and salute the OG Clamp in the chat, man. I saw you in there, man. The homie. Man, I saw you in there cooking it up, man. You know what? Hopefully, if you got time, Eric, you could be the special guest judge for the day. If you got the time, we're probably gonna be live. We're gonna be probably running these debates for about an hour or so and some change. If you got the time to do it, if not, then what I'm gonna do is I gotta select a special guest judge for the day, man. Who's going to be impartial, who's going to be non-biased, who's going to go by the rules, who's going to count the rounds fairly, who could be the impartial judge for the day. This is just basically the tie-breaking judge. Who can that person be for the day? Let's see what we got, man. Let me look through the chat. See what type of names we got in here. Salute to Ace 30. I see you in the chat as well. Tyson might be participating in the debate, so I can't put Tyson as it because he might be debating today. Let's see who we got. Okay, you know what? We can do that. We can do that. You know what? I'm gonna go with Tracy Steele for the day, man. Tracy Steele. Reason why we're gonna go with Tracy Steele, because Tracy Steele been a long time supporter of the channel. He might be a day one supporter of the channel, and his takes ain't too biased. Like I said, his takes ain't too biased. So Tracy Steele, what you can do is you can hit the link, and you can stay up here on the panel, or you can do your tie-breaking vote and just stay in the chat. Either one works. But if the panel and the chat vote is tied, then we got to go to you to break the tie. So the tie-breaking vote is going to go to Tracy Steele today. And then what we're going to do today, y'all, is we're going to be bringing, remember, like we like to do, is we like to bring 5 people up one at a time to give their thoughts on each debate. Remember, y'all, let's try to keep our feelings out of it. And this is a new addition that I'm adding. If I pull you up onto the stage, and when I ask you that question, who do you feel won the debate and why? If I hear the word I feel, I think, anything that relates to your personal thoughts on the actual debate itself, I gotta immediately kick you and your vote will not count. Nothing about how you feel or what you might have saw yesterday or what you might have saw 17 days ago or what you might have remembered from a year ago. When we come up here on the panel, you need to be specifically talking about what this debater said versus what the other debater said, and we comparing those two things. I don't give a damn about how you feel and you know whose fade is nicer, man. Nah, we're not doing that. So again, we come up here, stake your put your vote in, and we're gonna lock it in like that. Yes, Mingo Jester, Young Africa is one of the best debaters. I feel like he's doing some stuff with his school or something right now. He's been MIA lately, but I'm sure MIA's Young Africa's gonna be coming back, hopping back in the debate circuit pretty soon here. I'm putting the link in the chat. This link is for all the people that are debating today. And if you want to be a fill-in debater, if you want to be a replacement for one of the guys that can't show up, that's fine. Just hit the link and pull up as well. So remember, Herm, you have the opportunity to hop in and replace Sebastian. If you don't want to replace Sebastian, anybody else in the chat is welcome to take to come up here and get on the big stage and debate P5. And then we have Tyson still debating today. But hopefully, we can find somebody. I wanted to pair Tyson up against Tru Da King, since Tru Da King didn't have anybody to debate as well. I think Big Ock was supposed to debate today with SB, but again, I wasn't able to get a hold of Big Ock to confirm that. So hopefully those two can pull up as well. D Reed said, "Let me take a spot." If you can go up against D Reed, you can go up against Tyson and take Hooper's radar spot. If y'all can come up with a topic that y'all want to debate. I mean, y'all in the chat right now. I mean, if y'all could come up with a topic on the fly, something that y'all ready to debate, then let me know. Mike said P5 versus Ticket. I mean, this would be a good opportunity because, one of P5's complaints in debating Ticket in the past is, the over talking and switching topics. See, over here, you can't do that. But, the one thing you got to give Ticket credit for is he came over here and he's already won one debate. So for all the people claiming that it's not fair or it's biased over here, if Ticket TV can come over here and win a debate, then that tells you right there it's gonna be fair. Nobody really has a lot of people over, just like Ticket admits, a lot of people over here been blocked by Ticket. Really don't have too many reasons to vote for him. And he came over here and won a debate. So if you're looking for an impartial panel, the only place you really gonna find it is over here. Because I don't know too many other places where Ticket can go and win a debate. I don't care if he's cooking or not. That's just a fact. P5. P5 is a guy. He's been coming on the last couple of streams. Hopefully he pulls up today. I'm just going to go ahead and drop the link. We're just going to start. We're going to hash out who's here and who's not here. We'll start sorting it out by the people that hit the link. We got H for the UK and we got Kobe Jordan. They're supposed to be debating on Kobe Bryant's leadership today. Hopefully they're here in the chat. P5 is here. He's right there. We got Chance versus Diamond. Right? Who was the leader of the Miami Heat? Wade or LeBron? That's going to be a good one right there. So we got Chance versus Diamond. Hopefully those guys are ready to go. Hopefully we see them pull up. Let me see who we got here. Let's get everybody up here. Let's see all who we got here. Boba knows all, man. Salute. We got SB. We got Tyson here. We got Tru Da King here. So,
hey, Lamont, you got me blocked or something? Because I could have sworn I asked to be the special guest judge today because I ain't got no battles. And you just skipped over me. Like I ain't got no ranch around here.
Nah. I can't have somebody that's actively in the debate circuit doing it on this.
I ain't debating today. You know I
know, but if you actively
you could have let Khalil did it.
Not like Khalil, but Khalil's going to be enter into the debate circuit eventually. Yeah, I want somebody that's not even in the rankings. I want it to be completely separate.
I see how you did that too, because I don't know how Tru just was jumping up so high. I'm so
hold on, y'all. Look, y'all. I didn't do nothing.
ChatGPT did.
ChatGPT did it all.
ChatGPT is crazy.
Bro, it took me. I asked ChatGPT questions about the debate for 30 minutes to give me the final results. So again, it gave me the results based on the transcripts from the past debates.
I'm not bad.
And look, y'all.
Lamont, you Don King. I need Ox.
Look, if we look at the last debate, right? It only made sense. Like ChatGPT kind of made sense. Both you and Young Africa Balls lost.
But you still could do your own. You know what I mean? You still could put Herm on. I feel what you're saying.
Let's keep it up. Everybody rewatched that battle I had with Chill.
ChatGPT basically said Herm wasn't strong enough.
Herm may had 2 dubs in one night. Look, I watched that. Herm may have got 2 dubs in one night. Look, like you got like.
Hold on. So it's true. Are you saying you smarter than the AI? The AI is smarter than.
I'm just saying, but at the same time, come on, though, man. Hey,
man, Lamont, you the guy that make the decision.
You ChatGPT for facts, man. ChatGPT. What questions did you ask your ChatGPT, bro?
OJ, everybody know I beat Chill, but Chill got a million fans, bro. So
this is like the NBA draft. It's like the NBA draft lottery. Y'all don't know how it just don't even worry about how it got put together.
Hey, Lamont, I want to let P5 know something, man. Hey, P5, if you just gonna hang your hat on Kawhi Leonard's playoffs, man.
Hold on, no. Do you want the debate or not? Herb, do you want the debate with P5 or not? He's confident. I promise.
Yeah, I want the smoke, man. I want the smoke, man.
So P5, you heard him. So P5, Herm is gonna be replacing Sebastian, taking on Carmelo Anthony. Look out, he don't need no help, man. I heard him talking on with Bars and Dub. He's confident in his topic. I'm curious to hear. I'm more so curious to hear the angle that he takes. So I want to let him cook on that.
P5 was over there. P5 was over there trying to get some help, man. So what do you guys think about the debate? What do you guys think?
I'm gonna say it over here. That's called research. Hold on, wait, man. I don't like how y'all try to make it seem like, oh yeah, you go over here and say something. No, bro, you cannot come over here and say anything and think it's gonna get passed. Because I ain't gonna say what you said, P5, because you finna battle. But what you said, trust me, bro, it will not get a pass.
Hold on. You never know. We never know until the debate happens.
Let P5 cut.
Hold on, y'all. This is what we can do right now. We can start the debates off with Herm. Herm, are you ready to go, or do you need time to do some research?
No, we can go ahead and go now.
Can I get a topic, bro? I ain't got no topic yet. You got me trying to debate blind.
Hold on, Tyson. Tyson, I'm gonna pair you up. I'm gonna pair you up against Tru Da King. Y'all right here.
That's crazy. Okay, you gonna send him to the top
shot?
Huh?
You gotta go against the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Don't panic now. You've been calling for a debate. Don't panic.
I've been calling for a debate, but at least on a topic, man, I could have had 2 days of research like this. Like brother had.
Tru Da King, throw.
Hey, Tyson. Don't worry about it. Just do it for the sport.
We gotta get the top.
What do you think?
What controversial takeout for Tyson?
What's that?
Who you think the best center of all time is?
Oh man, the best center of all time? Shit. I like Hakeem. I like Shaq.
You can only have one.
Man.
Hey, Herm, you trying to go first?
I mean, in all actuality, that'd be up to the month who go first.
P5, no, y'all don't choose. P5, you'll have to go first because Herm's ranked a little higher than you because he's
Oh, all right, bet.
So and then in the second round, Herm will go first. In the last round, you'll go first, and Herm will finish it out. So whoever's higher ranked, that's who goes second. Goes second in the first round.
All right.
So it's a slight advantage for the guy that goes second. That's higher ranked, but I'm sure you could push through it. But we got to get a topic for Tru and Tyson. That's what
Kareem. I like Kareem. Kareem probably number one.
Okay. I got Bill Russell.
You want to do Kareem against Bill Russell?
Yeah.
I mean, man, you gonna have me get it. All right, man. You're gonna have to give my research bag though, bro. That's some old topics, bro.
Okay.
I'm just saying, listen.
Okay, so let's do this, Tru. Do you got a topic that's more modern? You got a topic that's more modern?
I'm gonna say also, it's a guy in the chat that I know that wanted to talk last time came here, but if it got to be a LeBron debate though, go James Kingdom. He like a LeBron.
I get down with anything. I just need a couple days to get in my Bill Russell bag.
We can face something. We
Tru, you want to do a Jordan versus LeBron debate?
No. Do modern topic. We got modern NBA.
I'm trying to think of a good one, an interesting one. I'm trying to think of a good one.
I got a topic that
I got one for y'all. I'm gonna throw it out there. I got a topic for y'all. We can go.
I was gonna say because the Tru.
We can go.
Go ahead.
SGA versus Paul George. Who's the better player?
I was gonna say Tru because the debate I want to have with you, Tru, I give y'all a lot of time.
Hold on, SB. We gotta get a topic. Hold on. I gotta see what they.
I'm gonna take Paul on that one.
True.
I gotta take SGA right now.
Okay.
Ooh,
we talking right now. We talking career.
We talking right now or career.
Just as players right now. Just as a players.
All right,
everything that we've seen from.
That's cool. I ain't just because we do right now.
I mean, it's not like Paul George not in his prime still. I mean, Paul George in his prime, so it's not like he fell off or anything.
Is it more impactful now or at your peak?
No. Ain't no peak. Paul George is still at his peak.
We're just talking right now. Period.
His peak was with the Thunder.
It's player versus player.
So I can't.
That's what I'm agreeing on.
Yeah, you gonna bring on right now. Then you got an argument right now who's better for sure. Yeah, you got an argument right today who's better. You ain't got no argument career wise, so you know what I'm saying.
True. Okay, wait. This was somebody said greatest.
Shit, I might agree that SGA is better right now. Shit, but okay.
Hold on. Let's do this. That's a good one in the chat. Guy first says, greatest coach of all time. Who you got, Tru?
Popovich.
You want to do okay, I'll take Phil.
SB looking homeless. My bad.
No, it's all love.
Yeah.
Are you gonna have enough time to do your research on this, Tyson, while y'all waiting the backstage?
Yeah, I could try to get to it, and I could try to get to it.
Tyson, True. What I was going to give y'all the topic, but we can debate this. I wanted to say who was more impactful as the Celtic, Jason Tatum or Paul Pierce, and I got Jason Tatum. Pick Paul Pierce, I dare you. Pick Paul Pierce, I dare you.
More
impactful as a Celtic, Jason Tatum or Paul Pierce.
That's a topic for another day, though. We mixing it up.
No, I was going to get on that. That's what I want to debate you on. Unless y'all want the topic. That's a good debate, though.
Nah, we can talk about that, SB. We can talk about that. All right, we can discuss some things.
I'm trying to put a topic out there that y'all both comfortable.
You like that, Tru, or you want to do something more current? What you want to do, man?
Phil, I'm cool with Pop versus Phil. I'm cool with that.
You want to do Pop versus Phil?
No, I'm yeah, Pop versus Phil. Yeah, I got Pop, you got Phil.
All right, man. Let's get to it.
All right, so
Oh,
we're
I
gonna
like
drop
that
y'all
one.
down. Look, I'm gonna drop y'all down. Y'all, since y'all doing the impromptu debate, man, y'all can go ahead.
Yeah,
and
let me
knock
get
your research
in
out.
the lab real quick, man, and mix these mix
hold
these
on,
chemicals
SB.
up real quick.
SB, do you know if Big Ox pulling up?
No, that's why I said I don't have no battle. Me and Ox didn't decide on the battle. That's why I said I'll be the judge today. Because
Man, where the fuck Chance at, bro?
Hold on, SB. I'm gonna find an opponent for you as well. Chance, I always knew that Chance was a shaky character as far as pulling up on the debate. So we might have to find somebody for you as well. Hey, Diamond, you got hold on,
crazy,
Diamond.
bro.
Let's do this,
That's
Diamond.
crazy.
Diamond, because I like y'all topic. So hold on. You in y'all topic, Diamond, who did you have?
Yeah, so we had it was what was it? Yeah, it was leader of the Heat in the 4 years that LeBron and D-Wade played together.
Oh, I remember that
and
now.
who did you select?
Narrowly, I selected Bron. Close, but I selected Bron.
Who you debating again? Oh, then he went out.
He's right there.
Who you debating again? Damn.
But hold on, SB. Do you want to take on Lou? Because I don't know if Chance is gonna be here.
If I have to step up, then yes, that means I have to take D-Wade.
Okay,
correct?
can y'all I'm gonna drop y'all into the backstage. Can y'all get in a private chat and figure out a topic?
No, I mean we can do that. We can do the topic that he had. He back Bron. I'll take Wade if I have to.
You'll take Wade?
I'll take Wade for the leader.
As the leader of the Heat. Okay.
Yeah,
so
we can do that.
All right, let me drop y'all down. So yeah, Diamond, he's gonna be taking Chance's spot unless Chance pulls up late. I don't think he'll be pulling up though.
He better
SB,
pull up talking all that shit.
He was talking big talk. So let me I'm gonna drop everybody down except Herm and so Boba knows all. Do you prefer P5 or Boba knows all? Which one?
P5 or Boba, it doesn't really matter.
Okay, cool. Hold on, we had Christopher Katie. Christopher, what's good, man? Did you pull up because you wanted to get in on the debate? Oh, Christopher ain't ready, but hold on. We're gonna go right here. So P5, just so you know the rules, we got 3 2-minute rounds. All right. You got 2 minutes to cook. I'm gonna have the timer here on my phone. I'll put you on the big screen. And what you're gonna need to do is you go first, Herm will go second, and then in that next round, Herm will go first, you go second, and the last round is what we call our rebuttal round. This is where
you can't use the challenge in that one, right?
Yeah, you can't use a challenge. So you because I don't want to slow things up when we get to that rebuttal round. But if you hear anything in the first 2 rounds and you want to use a challenge, you got to wait till he finishes. You got to say I object, and you got to specifically be clear about what you're objecting. We'll take it to ChatGPT to see what answer they kick out. So that option is always going to be there for both y'all. So and like I said, the last round is just a rebuttal round. That's where you really kind of take his points. If he said anything that probably didn't make sense, that's where you go light his points up right there. And Herm is likewise for you as well. But let me get the timer ready. All right, so I got the timer ready. It's gonna be on P5 first, man. And remember, y'all chat. The topic here is who is the better scorer, Carmelo Anthony or LeBron James? Oh, not LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
And this is such a wild topic. But P5 has Kawhi Leonard. Herm has Carmelo Anthony, man. P5, when I put you on the big screen, that's when your time starts, man. Go ahead and take off.
All right. So 2017, that's when I'm having Kawhi Leonard as his scoring prime or peak starting. So just know that for sure. Kawhi Leonard, despite what some people might believe, his volume isn't very different. The volume isn't very different from Carmelo Anthony. So let's start there. And when we get into the playoffs, he turns into a volume scorer where he's dropping 25 plus points a game on amazing efficiency against top 10 defenses. I remember in 2017 when he was facing the Memphis Grizzlies, that's a top 10 defense, and he absolutely dominated them. He played great against the Rockets the very next round. Of course, he missed the next year due to an injury. But especially in that Toronto Raptors run in 2019, where you faced the Magic, the Sixers, the Bucks, he played great against all 3 of those teams. The Bucks are the best defense in the league. He played great against them, kept his efficiency up, was a great volume scorer, dominated the top 10 defense in the Orlando Magic. Of course, went on to score great and score well in the finals. And of course, we all know the 2021 run that he was having, right up until he got hurt against when he was playing against the Dallas Mavericks and when he was playing against the Utah Jazz. We all know how historic that run was going in 2021 before he got hurt. And now when it comes to what he's better than Carmelo Anthony at, I already brought up the playoff translation. The volume is still there. I think Kawhi Leonard is a better three-point shooter. He's a better mid-range shooter. When it comes to great scoring and kind of the level or the standard that I hold these guys to, you need to be able to perform against these top-level defenses in the playoffs, and it has to translate from your regular season. And for Kawhi Leonard, his scoring goes up, the efficiency stays either the same or improves as well. And that all translate well to the playoffs against top 10 defenses. And even when it comes to the regular season scoring, true shooting percentage is a stat that I use when it comes to measuring efficiency. The volume's there, and on a year-to-year basis, Kawhi Leonard is always going to be top 2, is going to be +2, +3 on the regular efficiency when it comes to the rest of the league. Lamont, you're muted.
Hold on, that's time.
Okay.
And we got Herm coming up. Herm, you ready, man? You heard what he had to say. And like I said, you'll be able to P5 if you want to pick up on your topic. I know you were still cooking, but if you want to pick it up, you can pick up where you left off in your second round. But right now, Herm is going to be finishing out the first round. When I put you on the big screen, Herm, that's when your time starts, man. Go ahead and take off.
Problem with P5 is he's talking about moments. Now, if you're talking about moments in their history in their careers, yes, Kawhi Leonard had huge moments, but when it comes to just a pure score, Kawhi Leonard is not a better pure scorer than Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony can score on all three levels. Has a Carmelo Anthony average career 23 points a game, really 22.5, but 23 points a game. Kawhi Leonard averaged 19.5. Carmelo Anthony, the main part of this, Carmelo Anthony is ranked 9th all time in total points scored in NBA history. So how can a guy Kawhi Leonard, in which we know he has durability issues, and we understand that when he does play, he's one of the top players in the game, but we're not talking about what we think for is what they are overall, but we just talking about pure scoring. When it comes to pure scoring, putting the basket in the hole, Kawhi Leonard, Andrew Wiggins scored more points than Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard been in the league more years than Andrew Wiggins, and Andrew Wiggins still have more total points than him. So how can we compare Kawhi Leonard as being the better scorer than a guy that is ranked 9th all time? So Carmelo Anthony outscored guys you got guys like Kevin Durant that probably won't catch a Carmelo Anthony. You got guys like Dominique Wilkins that he passed up. Carmelo Anthony is one of the most recognized scorers in our history of the game, but I think a lot of people misconstrue it with what happened in his career. We're not talking about their careers. We're not talking about accolades. We just talk about pure putting the ball in the hole. Carmelo Anthony has a deeper bag than Kawhi Leonard when it comes to putting the ball in the hole. And it's just common sense, you guys. We just got to realize when it comes to just scoring the basketball, that is one thing we can't deny Carmelo Anthony from. And that's what it seems like P5 is doing. He's just basing it off of key moments that Kawhi Leonard had in his career rather than analyzing what Carmelo Anthony did with the basketball.
All right, hold on. That's the end of the first round. P5, you heard what he had to say, but in the second round, Herm now has to go first. So Herm, you can go ahead and pick up where you left off. We haven't had any challenges yet. If y'all just popping in, we do have a new feature here where somebody can object. We haven't had it yet, but Herm, your second round, it starts now, man. Go ahead and take off.
The unique thing about Carmelo Anthony when it comes to just scoring the basketball, he played in two different kinds of eras. He came into an era which was more isocentric. So Carmelo Anthony had to adjust his game in the middle of his career, and he still was one of the top scorers in the league, especially at his time with the New York Knicks. He still ended up averaging a whopping career high with New York 28 points per game. Yes, that's a regular season, and yes, in the postseason, he didn't have as much success. But Carmelo Anthony still was able to adjust his game and still was able to be one of the top scorers in the game at that time. When it comes down to Kawhi Leonard, yes, P5 would mention Kawhi's on the playoff success, how he had career numbers for us. He had the historic run of 2021 with the Clippers. He will bring that up, but that's just a moment. And then on top of that, he wasn't durable to last that whole postseason. With Carmelo Anthony, he always been counted on to play. He always been available to play for the most part. Carmelo Anthony, that's why he is ranked 9th all time in scoring. When it comes to true shooting, he brought up true shooting. We know Kawhi Leonard is at a whopping 60%. When it comes to true shooting, Carmelo Anthony is at a 55% true shooter. So despite of the volume shooting Carmelo is, despite of him being less efficient, still when it comes to true shooting, it's not basically far apart. It's still very close in that. When it comes to postseason, when you look at their numbers, they're very similar when it comes to it, except for the field goal percentage. But outside of that, but outside of those moments, Carmelo Anthony still is averaging more points, except for the postseason. When it comes to total points, Kawhi Leonard has more total points than Melo. But for the most part, Carmelo Anthony still overall just a better overall scorer due to his longevity, due to him being available more often than Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, people are victims of Kawhi Leonard moments rather than really just analyzing of a pure score. Yes, Kawhi improved on his game down the line, but if I had to choose between,
that's time for you right there. So that ends your first round. I mean, your second round. P5, you heard what he had to say. We don't have any objections yet. So P5, when you get on the big screen, your second round, it starts now.
All right. Carmelo. Now let's talk more about Carmelo Anthony. When I brought up the true shooting, and you bring up that Carmelo had a 55% true shooting for his career, I'm not sure if that's true, but I did look at it from a year-to-year basis. And Carmelo Anthony, from 2007 to about 2013, that kind of gap right there. Carmelo Anthony on a year-to-year basis was right around league average in true shooting, and even had a couple of years where he was below league average in true shooting slightly. And when it comes to the playoffs, it's not even close. I look at Carmelo Anthony. I look at Carmelo Anthony in 2011 with the Knicks. I look at Carmelo Anthony in 2011 against the Celtics, where yes, the Celtics were a great defense then, but again, I'm holding these players to high standards against these great defenses. And Kawhi Leonard performed against great defenses. Carmelo Anthony did not perform against the Celtics whatsoever. I believe he shot below 40% from the floor, below 30% from three as well. And then very next year against the Miami Heat, again, very great defense. But again, I'm holding these scores to very high standards. And if you're going to hold Melo to a high standard, then you have to expect him to perform. And he just did not perform. And you say that I only brought up the moments for Kawhi. Playoff translation is more than just moments. That, in my opinion, defines you as a scorer. And if Kawhi Leonard not only does it at a high volume, if he not only does it much more efficiently than not only Melo but the rest of the entire league, and if he's doing it in the playoffs at an elite level, an all-time level, in my opinion, then I'm not sure how that guy can be over or cannot be over Melo. You brought up Andrew Wiggins in the career, and that's fine. If you want to go the longevity route, that's fine. I'm talking about the two players at their best. Carmelo Anthony was never as efficient as Kawhi Leonard. He was never as good of a playoff performer as Kawhi Leonard. He never really performed against great defenses. Even the deep runs that he made in 2009, when he played in 2009, the great series that he had against the Dallas Mavericks on his way to the Lakers.
That's time, P5. So that's P5's. That's the end of his second round, man. Heard what he had to say. We going into our rebuttal round now. P5, you gonna lead this round off, so you can kind of pick up where you left off. But this is the round where we really kind of attack some of the things that you heard your opponent say. No objections just yet. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get P5 back on the screen. Your time starts now for your rebuttal round.
I heard a lot of minimizing from Herm. He really tried to minimize what I was saying about Kawhi, saying that it's just moments. I'm looking at moments of Kawhi Leonard. You know, all these playoff runs that he was making, and the true shooting, it's just moments while Melo was able to do it for stretches of time. The volume is similar, so it's similar. And I brought up the regular season, so I'm not sure what Herm's getting at there. The true shooting, even in a league where the NBA is more efficient than ever, or the true shooting average is as high as it's ever been, Kawhi Leonard is still +5, or not +5, +4, +3 above everyone else. Carmelo Anthony right around league average, even was below league average, average at times. So again, I'm not sure how you can just minimize that to moments. Carmelo Anthony being the ninth scorer of all time, that's fine in my opinion. It's fine in my opinion. That's a nice little longevity stat, but at their peaks, and I hate to kind of repeat myself a little bit, Kawhi Leonard is more efficient. The volume is there. Much better playoff performer. Plays great against plays great against top 10 defenses. And even looking at Carmelo Anthony and the runs that he was making, it's a lot of shot chucking, bad shot taking. I looked at the 2011 series against the Celtics. He was getting locked up by guys like Jeff Green. Jermaine O'Neal was constantly packing his shot when he was getting into the lane. And even like a lot of these scoring numbers for Carmelo Anthony, like the high points and the low efficiency, I looked at a lot of these series game by game. A lot of it is Carmelo Anthony in these 5-4 game series where he's losing in the first round. It would be a lot. It would be a lot of bad games, bad game, low scoring, and then he'll go off for like 40 and have a great game, and that'll really inflate a lot of his playoff numbers. So it's not so Carmelo Anthony, the numbers are deceiving. He scores a lot of points, but he's not efficient whatsoever, not nearly as much as Kawhi.
That's time.
And, yeah.
That's time. All right. Well, Herm, you heard what he had to say. That was the end of his rebuttal round. Herm, you got the last say so in this, Herm. You got the last say so, Herm.
For sure. Man,
let's get it, man. What you got?
Let's get it. First of all, we downplaying the guy that averaged 20 points for 16 straight years in his career. Carmelo Anthony came to the league averaging 20 points, and he did it for 16 straight years until his career kind of went down for us, getting traded to OKC, going to Houston, and going to Portland. Outside of that, you rarely see guys come in the league and average 20 or more points a game for 16 years. So you can't downplay that. Then you always talk about these defenses, P5. Don't you know that Carmelo Anthony participated in one of the best defensive eras of all time in the early 2000s, mid-2000s? Yeah, great defenders like the Tony Allens he had to deal with. And I could go so forth with that, but he was averaging over 20 in the best defensive era probably in NBA history. So when you keep constantly bringing the top 10 defenses, I'd be like, well, you must have forgot that he played in the best defensive era. And then when he was losing in Denver, he was constantly losing to guys like Kobe Bryant, losing to guys like Tim Duncan. He was losing to the top teams. Yes, he was getting eliminated early, but he was losing to some of the best teams in the West year in and year out. And then at that time, the competition in the West, every team that made the playoffs around that time had to win 50-plus games just to make it in. So it wasn't no slouch, regardless of who we faced in that playoff round. So when you try to bring up the competition for us, the ranked defenses, he was in the toughest defense era. Kawhi Leonard, fortunately, is in the situation that in this era is a more offensively friendly era. But Carmelo Anthony by far faced the tougher defenses in his career. Just look at the era that he was in. So that's something that I wanted to challenge right there and touch on. But Carmelo Anthony, just the fact that you try to say a guy in Kawhi Leonard is a better scorer than a guy that averaged over 20 points for 16 straight years, it's just blasphemous to me. It's sad. You could try to bring out the analytics of true shooting if you want to. Nobody is doing that today. Nobody's coming in averaging 20 points for 16 straight years.
All right, that's time for you right there, Herm. All right, y'all heard it right there. I'm putting the poll in the chat now. So chat, y'all heard it. We didn't have any objections to any particular round, so nobody got any points deducted there. Let's try to be fair, non-biased with y'all votes. What I'm going to do is I want to try to get some people from the chat to come up and give y'all thoughts here on the panel. So I'm going to put the link in the chat for y'all to come up and vote. I got a couple guys in the backstage I'm going to bring up as well that want to vote. So we got Ken in the backstage. I'm going to go ahead and bring him up. First thing I got to ask him, man, you heard the debate, Ken?
Yeah, I heard the debate. I heard every round.
Who you got winning this debate and why?
I'm going to have to go with Hearn because I feel like Hearn, his point was stronger than P5 because Carmelo, he peaked longer as a scorer than Kawhi. And one of Kawhi knocks is him being injured all the time. So that's why I got to go with Carmelo because Carmelo was just healthier. That's just one of Kawhi's knocks. He just hasn't been healthy enough to say, oh, he's one of those greatest scorers of all time or even better than Carmelo. So that's why I got to go with Carmelo. He peaked longer as a scorer than Kawhi.
All right. Appreciate that vote. Then we got Chris. Chris, man. You heard the debate. Who you got winning that debate and why?
I got P5 actually winning this debate. For me, it's fairly simple. We're talking about just who's the better scorer. And when I look at not only just the analytics, but just where these guys can actually get their
He
shots,
said he feel like
only,
Lamont.
Oh my goodness, no. So my whole thing is when I'm looking, chill out. It ain't even, it wasn't even like that. What's going on?
Hold on,
it's
Chris.
not what.
Hold on,
God.
Chris.
Okay.
Chris, I'm sorry. I am sorry, but I did explicitly say, and I can't. I did. Hold on, Herm. Hold on, y'all. This is what I did say, y'all. None of these votes can be about how y'all feel. It has to be about what they debated. And it's unfortunate, Chris, man, because I'm gonna let you finish your thought. It's just unfortunate. We can say it's a stupid rule, but we have to do this to keep the voting non-biased. And and we're gonna bring some other guys up, like I said, but at the end of the day, like regardless of who I think won or lost, if you mention something about how you feel, I gotta not count your vote, man. It's just something, like I said, and when y'all come up, man, this is something y'all gonna have to lock in on. Really specifically talk about these two guys, about what they specifically said. We cannot allow bias to muddy up these debates and the votes, man. We got to try to find a way to clean it up. So it's Chris on the next round. I'm gonna let you go again. Maybe you can clean it up, but we got to avoid that. Let me we don't have anybody else that came in from the chat. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring up these three guys. We got SB, Tru Da King, and we got Diamond. I'm gonna go ahead and allow them to vote since nobody from the chat's pulled up. Like I said, right now in the panel is 1-0 Herm. Unfortunately, I cannot count Chris's vote. SB, man, I'm gonna start with you, man. You heard the debate. Who you got winning or why? My bad, Chris. I gotta keep it fair.
Pulled in though. That's all I'm saying, man. I wasn't here for you to explain the rules. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, Lamont, I hope that the person who really supposed to debate gotta pull up because I gotta go do something. But if going off this debate, right? Once again, taking off how I feel, because if anybody know how SB feel about scorers all the time, you know how I feel. From the perspective from when I watched the debate, from who debated better, I easily got to give it to P5. It might be a 2-1, and mine might be a 3-0. I like how P5, because I knew that the longevity thing was going to come into play with P5, and I love how he attacked the efficiency point, the volume of scoring, that Kawhi was a better mid-range shooter. Kawhi transition to his playoff transition didn't come the same. I also like how P5 also acknowledged the fact that their skill level was definitely the same. Herm, I love that how Herm brought up like Melo was ninth all time scoring, the longevity, the deeper bag. That was definitely great to bring up. The era that he playing, that was definitely excellent. But then also P5 countered that with he was saying that how it wasn't necessarily moments of Kawhi. It was a consistent stand base of what he did great. And I love he brought that up. And then I think that because her main arguments was the era, longevity, and Melo's bag. And I think P5 attacked those points better. And he pleaded his case better too, because he attacked it that their bag was still the same. He attacked that Kawhi Leonard, even though he don't have the longevity, that his still transition, his game did not change the same at all. And then I had to get a P5, so I'm going P5. I really going to give him 3-0, but I'm gonna say like a 2 point. I really give him like a round and a half, so I'm gonna say 2-1 P5. I gotta go.
All right, so we got there, and look, chat. Yeah, look, it's the context in which you say I feel. If you say I feel,
I got Melo top 5 scorer all the time.
If you say I feel about the topic, SB said I feel about the actual debate opponents. He said I feel this way about what Herm said, and I feel this way about what P5 said. That's what I want you to have a feeling about. So again, take your.
That's what I was saying, but it's okay.
I don't know. It kind of didn't sound like it. It kind of sounded like when you said I feel, it was more so about the topic in itself, and not actually about what an individual person actually said. And I might be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I apologize. But like I said, I have to try to
top 5, but my feelings don't matter. I write notes when I hear debates.
Yeah, he took and like I said, let me get to Tru Da King. Tru Da King, your thoughts on this, man? Who you got winning this debate and why? Tru ain't with us, man. Tru off doing something else. Let me get the Diamond Lion. Diamond, what you got? Do you hear the debate?
Yeah, I heard the debate, man. I was tuned in the whole time. Both of y'all did dope. Both of y'all did y'all research. I just respect both of y'all for knowing y'all basketball and us not just coming up here talking a whole bunch of, propaganda and poppycock. But in terms of who I thought won the debate, I got Herm winning this round, which I wasn't necessarily expecting. Usually when I listen to Herm, I don't be agreeing with all types of stuff, but I really think that Herm articulated his shit. And I feel like even though both of them brought up better shit, even though they both brought up great. Yeah, that's it, bro. I gotta disqualify myself. I just said I feel like, bro.
No. It's the context in which it's the context in which you say it. It's the context in which you say it.
Right.
Yeah, he's talking about the top. He's talking about what they said though. He said both of them, even though both of them.
Yeah,
y'all context both is about what you said. He can feel a certain debate about what they said. I don't want you saying I feel this player or I feel this. I don't want you saying I feel about the topic. You got to really specific.
Right.
I'll be the decider on that. Like I said, but go ahead. You fine.
All right, I got you. Yeah, the peak longevity part of the argument tipped the scale for me. That's really, really important, especially when you're talking about two dudes that both got to a certain level scoring wise. I'm really going to look at who did it for longer, who got started on it earlier. That's just the type of stuff that just really, really matters when I'm listening to an offensive debate. I think if we were talking about all-around player or this, that, and the third, I definitely think that Kawhi would have had a better chance, but just offense against Melo, that's a tough one. That's tough. But shout out to Boba. Shout out to Herm. Y'all both did dope, but yeah, I got Herm.
All right, so we got 2-1 in the panel, Herm. So we need a couple more votes to get it decided. OJ did it, just pulled up.
Yo.
What's good? Who you got winning that debate and why?
What's good, y'all? Hey, man, I had P5 taking the first round. I felt like he had specified his points all the way to the T when he came to the type of score Kawhi is when it comes to tough opponents. And then with the second one, I had Herm taking the second round. I felt like Herm had a good chance at rebutting what he said. And then for that last round, they both had kind of specified their points, but I had P5 kind of edging it out when he talked about all the Carmelo's downfalls and everything and how Kawhi plays better versus tough opponents. So I had P5 win the whole thing.
All right, so we got P5 is tied up right now, 2-2 in the panel. We need one more vote. Let me see if we can get somebody up here to break that. Right now, we got the poll going on in the chat. In the chat, the poll.
Come on, Chris.
P5 is winning,
good, man.
P5 is winning in the poll, 54-46. So, like we normally do, we end the poll as soon as we finish our vote on the panel. So again, I need one more person to pull up and give their thoughts on this particular debate. Otherwise,
I like the hat, Chris. I like the hat.
Thank you.
Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do it. And so we got who was our judge? I forgot. I wrote.
It was Steele. Something Steele.
You picked Tracy Steele.
Tracy Steele.
You picked Tracy.
Tracy, we may have to go to you, but I need somebody to click that link. Click that link.
And please don't say I feel, please.
No, it's not. Look, y'all, it's the context in which you say it.
Yeah, I know. And then context, please don't say I feel.
I'm gonna be the decider on it, but like I said, we gotta clean it up, man.
Yeah, you gotta be more strict, Lamont.
We gotta clean it up.
Yeah,
man.
I feel that.
Man, Helen don't like me, bro.
And so hold on. If nobody hits that link, then I'm gonna have to vote, and nobody wants me to vote because they say that I'm impartial. Or they say I'm biased. I'm too biased. So again, I'm giving y'all opportunity, man. I'm giving y'all the opportunity. Click that link, come up here, and vote.
Y'all both looking at
Tracy Steele. Wow, Tracy Steele. We gonna need you. We're gonna need you to let us know. Otherwise, we're gonna have to select another judge. If you ain't here.
And people get mad at your vote. I'm like, I don't understand that. I'm just going off. I sit here and watch the debate and wrote notes down from every point that y'all was talking about.
All right,
SB, you a judge, man. You can't be.
No, I don't care. Trust me, bro.
All right, hold on, James, y'all. All right, the chat telling me I just need to go ahead and vote.
Tracy said he here. Tracy said he here.
Okay, Tracy. All right, let's do this then. Well, we got to finish the panel vote. Nobody's clicked the link, so I got nobody in the backstage to break it. So I'm going to go ahead and give my thoughts on it. All right, here we go.
I got 34.
I thought. Okay, good. Took me out the fire. We got Midtown Breezy pulled up.
Oh shit!
Why would you save him? I want him in the fire, bro.
Look, because the thing is, if I vote and after this is all over with, I'm gonna tell you guys. You guys, you always know that I'm gonna tell you what I would have said. But let me go ahead and get it from Midtown. Midtown.
What's good with it, P?
You heard the full debate?
Yeah.
Okay, you heard the full debate. Who do you got winning this one and why?
Ooh, it was hard to choose. They have both of them have good talking points. If you want to go off just stats, you'll go with Melo. But if you want to go off true performance, you got to go with Kawhi. And I got P5 winning because the playoffs and where you get your name at. If you do both in the regular season and past tense to a championship or a conference champion, you gonna win hands down. And Kawhi showed that multiple times. So I got P5 winning.
All right, so he got P5 winning. That means we'll end the poll, and P5 won in the chat, and P5 won on the panel, and then so that means we don't have to go to Tracy Steele. And just so y'all know, I can tell y'all what my vote is now since it don't matter. But my thoughts on this was obviously in that first round, and I'm trying to go round by round. I felt like P5 was okay in the first round. But I feel like Herm did a slightly better job in that first round. I think it was the second and third round where I noticed the biggest differences. And that's where I felt like P5 really elevated. And y'all know how I feel about Carmelo, but if we specifically talking about this debate, I think P5 did a really good job, especially in the second round and the third round, at picking at Herm's logic. And that's just, if I'm being fair, like, remember what I told P5? I said, this is going to be a hard one for you. Because I believe that Carmelo is the better scorer. But if we're just going off the logic, I think Herm focused. I think there were some other things he could have really focused on, or I think he could have really.
I wasn't prepared, though. I think,
prepared. Yeah, I get you. But I think Herm's best strategy would have been to nitpick at P5's logic in the direction that he was going, similar to how he nitpicked and picked at your logic. And so, again, P5 came ready, man. And like I told him, I said, this is going to be a tough one, but you know what? P5 got the win.
Salute to P5, bro.
Look,
finally, I won a debate. Finally,
That's
bro.
fire.
Damn. Finally.
Hey, salute to P5, man. I appreciate it. And look, y'all, for all y'all on the panel that aren't participating, if y'all don't mind, I would like to keep y'all at least in the backstage. That way, at least we have a few people
GG's Herm
to vote. So Jay Nutty.
It was close, though. It was close.
Hey, I'll be in the chat if you need to vote, but I hope the other guy comes. I gotta make a move, Lamont.
Hey, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Like right up to it, bro. My heart was like, bro. I got nervous for sure. I got real nervous.
Hey, SB. I know you got dip, bro, but I appreciate you for being willing to take it on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Look, bro. Everybody,
really respect that, bro.
Hold on, SB. You want to do the debate now?
I don't think
he said he got to run.
Okay, you ain't got the time. All right.
Yeah, I don't got.
I
didn't plan on debating today, so I got other stuff going on. People, you see my phone been blowing up. People been calling me.
One and on that shit.
I look. Who was just talking? I can't see your name, but y'all, I gotta be honest, bro. Because I feel Melo was a top 5 scorer for me, but my feelings don't matter. I have to go off what I heard. And I'm going off the debate tactic. What I heard from the debate, bro. I gotta be honest, bro.
So we're missing.
That's what I was trying to go off.
So wait, just a question. Do y'all think Melo is it like?
Yes, hell yes. Melo was a better scorer than Kawhi. Hell
Melo.
Far better. But you made a better case. I damn near believed you. I damn near think about it.
Right.
Oh, SB, let me ask you, like, why do you? Because I don't want to debate this. I just want to ask what people actually think. Because why do you think Melo was better? Because I legitimately believe that
Melo
Kawhi
came in the game with what Herm should have brought up. Melo came in the game from the jump with no weakness. Kawhi had to learn how to be scoring offensive.
Yeah, Kawhi was a role player. If you brought that up,
the first thing I would have brought up was
the
first thing I would have said was coming into the league, right?
No weakness.
Nobody knew what Kawhi Leonard was. He had big hands. No scouts. Nobody thought he could be able to shoot the ball. Right? Everybody thought he was just going to be a defensive guy. This is even how the Spurs utilized him when he first came into the league. The Spurs had one of the best shooting coaches in the NBA, and this guy was able to mold a jumper out of kind of nothing, out of a guy that nobody thought would be able to shoot at a high level in the NBA. And so he had to be developed into a shooter, while Carmelo walked in, and we knew walking in the door what he was going to be. Maybe we had questions about off defense and other things and playmaking. The one thing we knew Carmelo was going to be able to do is score on all three levels. And again, you did a good job of picking that and highlighting Carmelo's efficiency or inefficiency sometimes. But I don't know. I probably
also what I would have attacked too, though, from the point I would have said like Kawhi was still learning on the fly, because even when they was winning with the Spurs, he was a defensive guy.
Yeah,
he really came that offensive I'm the offensive load with the Raptors. I would have literally attacked it like, really, you going out 1 year. Melo would have been going crazy out there all the time.
But I actually brought up the fact. I actually brought up some of the things that y'all say I didn't bring up though.
No. You just said no.
There was no point of focus.
No. Herm, what you didn't do was you didn't say Kawhi. It took multiple years for the Kawhi to be an offensive threat. You didn't say that. You just said he literally said.
Here's the thing, though.
You brought up how Melo came out the jump, but
right.
Hey, Tru, you with us?
When I knew SB, he was around his shit around 2017 and above, and I knew that. And I understood that. So that's what his focus was on.
We might have to.
I can't.
Hey, Herm, it's GG's though.
I can't have that better offensive tough defense.
Your mic too, Herm.
What you should have did was like, okay.
Yeah, Herm, your mic messed up.
What you should have did was like, I give that 1 year with the Raptors, but let's talk about how he was really just a 3-and-D guy these years, or he was just a defensive guy these years, and he had the best shooting coach, like Lamont said. And that's what made him a liability, because he really only had 2 years where he was just an all-around threat offensively. The year he took his thing because of Zaza Pachulia with the Spurs and the Raptors. I would have killed that, bro. But you didn't bring that up, and that's where the problem came in.
Oh, her fell out.
Yeah. Then P5 had.
Hey, it's GG's though.
Hold on, y'all.
You did something.
Hey, y'all. Hey, Tyson. Where's Tyson at? Tyson, go ahead and hit that link, Tyson, if you're ready.
Hey, I might have to go for like.
But P5, you can stick around on the panel as well, man. That was, you know what? You did it. I almost could kind of sense the direction you was going with your whole topic, man. I sensed early in the second round, I was like, man, if Herm don't get busy, man, he might lose this one, man. I said, Herm got to get busy, because you was kind of picking apart his logic, and I was like, damn, he really attacking his logic.
And look, at P5, I give you credit, because Lamont, what P5 cried about, Herm literally said, he was like, yeah, he gonna say this about Melo longevity, and he's just gonna get a pass on FYF. No, bro, we don't do that over here. If you debate better, which you did, and you attack them points, we're gonna give you your credit, bro. We don't do all that logic stuff over here, bro. It's realistic basketball talk over here, bro.
Keep the person.
We gotta get so we got Tru Da King here. Where's Tyson at? Tyson, if you ready, Tyson. Hold on, I think Tyson.
I gotta go. All right, this is the guy that would have.
All right, SB.
Okay.
Yeah. If I come back, I'll debate. I hope dude.
Yeah, bro. That shit.
Hold on. Let me see. Tyson, if you here, hit that link. I just opened up a spot for you. We can go ahead and get to Tru Da King, Tyson in. And we got H from the UK is here. H from the UK. We waiting on Kobe Jordan to pull up, because I think y'all had one of the most interesting debates of the day. But H from the UK, if
that Kobe leadership thing.
Yeah, if nobody if maybe we can find somebody to take that debate on. If Kobe Jordan doesn't pull up. I thought Kobe Jordan would have been here to take that one on. We got Ray. We got Ray 718. What's good? Were you here to debate?
Listen, man, hey Lamont though. I'm ready, man. Though, listen,
I'm trying to get Tyson
ready
there. Oh, here's okay.
I'm ready.
That's Tyson right there. Tyson.
What up?
Did you get to the lab? Would you get to the lab?
I got to the lab, man. I don't know if I finished cooking up my concoction, but man, let's run it, man. I ain't scared. I ain't never ran. I ain't never scared, bro.
All right, hold on, y'all. Hey, look, y'all. I'm gonna be dropping y'all to the backstage while we do this. So again, stick around. Let me drop y'all.
We up right now. Or you gonna run one more?
Oh yeah, we up right now because we got so many no shows.
Okay, all right.
That's why I said if you ready now, I know I would have tried to get H from the UK going, but Kobe Jordan ain't here to take on that debate, so that's fine.
Okay.
Let me drop Tru real quick. Hold on, no. Let me drop OJ did it. All right, here we are right here. And what we debating, y'all, is who is the greater NBA basketball coach? Popovich or Phil Jackson? Popovich or Phil Jackson? Tru Da King has Popovich and Tyson has Phil Jackson. Because Tru Da King is the number one ranked debater here on FYF Sports, that means you got to go first in this first round, Tyson. And when I put you on the big screen, that's when your time will start. Y'all don't forget that we do have them challenge flags that you can throw. So if you hear something that don't sound right, you can throw that challenge flag at the end of either the first or the second round, man. We're gonna take it to Chat GPT, man, and you can steal a whole round if you catch somebody capping about something. So Tyson, I'm about to go ahead and get you on the big screen. You're gonna have 2 minutes to cook on your topic, man. It'll kind of open up on this. Let me get this clock ready. All right, here we go. All right, Tyson, man. Your time starts now, man. Go ahead and cook.
Hey, salute Lamont, salute Tru, man. I just want to get up here. Let's talk about this cat, Phil Jackson. Let's talk about the win-loss record. First off, you know what I'm saying? 1,155 wins to 485 losses. Unheard of. That's a great win-loss record by any standard of coaching. You talk about the championships. You talk about the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? You talk about turning Michael Jordan into what he was, Scottie Pippen into what he was, and running off 2 3-peats. The only time he lost, it might have been 8, but Michael Jordan decided to do what he wanted to do with his career. It's unheard of. Two back-to-back 3-peats like that. That's not even including the Lakers. That career alone is Hall of Fame. It might be considered greater than Greg Popovich. So we can get into that. We talk about managing egos, his 11 principles. You know what I'm saying, of coaching and how that affected his team, made his team better. Bench the ego. Talked about getting cats in line with the team. All these great concepts. The triangle offense that was revolutionized. Not his idea, but he took it to another level, turned it up, took advantage of a player of Michael Jordan's caliber, not going through the big man, you know what I'm saying, and taking advantage. And then when you saw he went to the Lakers, he saw he can be versatile. Now we're going through Shaquille O'Neal. And let's talk about these teams before he got there. You talk about the Lakers, who were Dale Harris, had a great team. Shaq, Kobe, Eddie Jones, Glenn Rice, all these great players didn't win nothing. As soon as my boy Phil comes back or comes to that team, bam, we winning the championship. We running off a 3-peat. So it's clear, concise, that Phil Jackson is the greatest coach of all time, managing egos, letting players be great, and the record speaks for itself. The triangle offense speaks for itself. All this stuff is proven. Clad, Tru, is really no debate. Popovich is good and did it with one solid player, Tim Duncan. Changed his offense a little bit to, involve Kawhi Leonard and those type of players. But at the end of the day, he had that rocking Tim Duncan, you know what I'm saying, being a coach on the floor, doing all the things. And after Tim Duncan's gone, we see what the record is.
That's time. All right, Tru Da King, you heard Tyson's opening round. Tru Da King, man, you took on Greg Popovich, man. Your time starts now, man. Go ahead and cook.
Salute everybody. First and foremost, let's get it started. Greg Popovich, you mentioned wins and the percentages. Greg Popovich is all-time leader in wins as a head coach. That's hands down. The most 50-point win seasons as a head coach, Greg Popovich. Greg Popovich, the greatest coach of all time. When it comes to development of players, of a Manu Ginobili or Tony Parker, the role players, Kawhi Leonard, even now to even now, too, you see now the young talent on the Spurs now of why Greg Popovich is the greatest head coach of all time. When Phil Jackson had to was already set up in winning situations, Spurs wasn't the caliber championship team before he got there. When it comes to Greg Popovich, a guy that was developing players, being more consistent. Matter of fact, winning coach of the year 3 times. And with Phil Jackson only one. So when you're comparing who had a better resume, I'm gonna go with Greg Popovich, guy that coached longer, more consistent.
Uh-oh. Did we lose Tru, man?
No, I don't want to win like this, man. Get it together, Tru. I don't want to win on an injury. You know what I'm saying? I want to play the best.
Uh-oh.
I need him at full strength.
Uh-oh. It's Tru lagging out on us, man. It's Tru lagging his right now. Look at Brandon Katz. Hold on, we got to give Tru a few moments, man, to get his Wi-Fi together. He is in another country right now. He is in another country, but man, do we give him the de facto loss because he lagged out on us? I mean, if you're playing Call of Duty and you lag out, it's still an L. You lag out in 2K, it's still an L. Damn. Sound like Tru Da King, man. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to help him out. Let me just bump him out. All right, I'm going to bump him out. Hold on. Let's do this, Tyson. Hold on. Tru Da King came back. Let's see. Tru Da King, you with us?
Yeah, I'm here. You heard me?
Yeah.
Let that man cook. Let that man cook.
His first round was you only had like 4 seconds left. You only had like 4 seconds left. Do you want him?
No, you're good.
So,
man.
all right. So, but remember, so Tru, you did lag out. We still don't have any
That's
challenges.
cool. It is what it is.
But Tru, let's go. Let's do this. Tru. Hold on. Is you lagging, Tru? I think Tru behind. Can you hear us, Tru?
Yo,
get it together, Tru, man. We need you, bro. Yeah, you lagging bad, man.
Yeah, he behind. His time, he time lapsed on us, man. He running like 10 seconds behind. All right, hold on. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to.
I'll cook my second round anyway, man. I'll get to it.
Hold on. Let me do this. Let me do this one time. I'm gonna kick him, and let's just do this because every time I kick him, he pops right back. All right, let's do this. Is there anybody in the chat? Because the Pope be frank. Does anybody want to take this debate on? We got to give Tyson a full, complete debate with no crazy interruptions or whatnot, man. Who's willing to take Greg Popovich over Phil Jackson? Who's crazy enough to take that? We should say that.
I'm not about to say, man. He was an L from the jump, bro. Like,
all right, hold on. Let's see, man. We gotta. Oh man, I don't want to judge him just off one round.
Yeah, man. And then he lied talking about the Spurs when I was about to get into it. Championship.
No. But Tyson,
the Spurs was good before they won 55, 62, and 59 wins right before he got there. I was about to cook this man.
But Tyson, the beauty of the new rule is that you can call a challenge flag.
Well, in fairness, I know that Lamont, but he didn't say that they no win number. You know what? It wasn't. He just said championship caliber. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't championship caliber. I was just going to refute with the win totals and their playoff runs in those times. So it wasn't really a challenge like he was lying on facts because he just gave an opinion. They was championship caliber.
True. You back with us?
I'm good. I'm good now. I'm good.
Can you hear us?
Yes, ain't.
Yeah, that ain't working. Then I was about to cook him on the longevity. He giving us longevity stats. That don't count in coaching. You can coach to you 100. That don't. It ain't basketball where you actually got to be an athlete and maintain in shape. Don't give us no longevity stats for coaching.
Hold on,
Get
Tyson.
out of here, Drew.
Hold on, Tyson. You can't debate now. You can't.
That was my second round. It was coming. It was my turn anyway.
Something going on with True Connection, man. True Connection just all in the mix. So again, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop them down, and the unfortunate reality is we gotta vote on the rounds that we heard, man. It is what it is, man. You know, it is what it is, and you know, if I'm being honest, it wasn't looking good.
It wasn't looking good. Let's be honest, it wasn't looking good, fam.
This might have been a Saved by the Bell type of moment.
Right, it wasn't looking good. He was up out of here, bro. Salute Trudeau.
But you know what, Tyson?
True Da King. My bad.
But you know what, Tyson? I was thinking about this debate, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring people up, and I'm gonna give their thoughts on it as well.
Salute Trudeau.
Hold on, he got an echo.
He gave me a layup though, bro. He gave me a layup, Lamont.
But Tyson, this is how I would have broke it down, because remember, there's so much in Phil Jackson's career that you can expound upon that you didn't have to. I would have broke each round into, I would have said the first round, I would have talked about how Phil Jackson was an elite coach before he even got to the NBA, winning championship in Mexico and other leagues. He was a champion as a player. These things that groomed him, that he was going, you knew he was going to be a great coach coming into NBA because he was a champion before he even touched it. But then when he touched coaching, he became a champion. He got to the Bulls in the NBA. As soon as he got with the Bulls in the NBA, he had a tough job. He had to reel in, like you said, the ego of Michael Jordan.
Right.
The ego of one of the biggest stars in the league that nobody thought you could reel in his ego. He immediately reeled it in. And I would have segmented it. The first round, I would have really talked about the early stages of Phil Jackson.
So I didn't have time to get all into that bag. I didn't want to misquote a lot of facts that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So no, I was no, you talking about in the round, or I'm talking about before the debate?
Saved it. I would have used my whole second round. I would have used my second round to talk about Phil Jackson with the Bulls.
No, I'm talking about time for research, Lamont. So I didn't want to get my facts wrong on where he coached, what, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Drew's saying you hear Lamont.
Hold on.
Saying that he's
hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Let me. I gotta drop. Let me do this. Let me see if I can get him up here. True, are you back with us?
Good.
Oh no!
You still skipping, bro? You still way lagged out. Nah.
You gotta get off that Puerto Rican headset, bro.
This gotta be like the worst possible time.
Yeah, he usually be good, be doing his show and everything, and all of a sudden, man.
Hold on. You got this is a new guy. He says he'll finish the debate. You Tyson, you cool with it, Tyson?
Man, I mean, we can, bro, but yeah, I mean, you know, it is whatever y'all want to do, bro. But yeah, like I said, I already given my second round. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Give him a new topic, Lamont.
Nah. You know, we got to keep it fair, man. You know, unfortunately, man, it's just just like in 2K, man, you lag out, man. You know what happens in 2K when you lag out?
I'm good.
Dropped off.
We hear you, but are you behind?
I'm good. I'm here.
Nah, your mic is
you're
not good, Drew.
You got a delay. You got a big.
Yeah, you need to give that
I'm not good.
You need to give
you behind.
I got delay.
You delaying, man.
You delayed, Drew.
You delaying, you winning out, you skipping. Man, you looking like you looking like America Online over there, bro. You looking like AOL.
Hold on,
looking like
number one seed, man. Number one seed.
I can't control everything where I'm at. I can't control everything where I'm at.
We gotta give you the I don't want to go to jail, man. That's wild, man.
We ain't doing that.
Go ahead.
Even his wings is lagging.
Great.
don't want to
I'm
go
not
to
gonna lie.
jail,
I feel like Tyson was on his way to winning that anyway.
Man, I didn't even get in my bag, bro. I was about to get in. Oh. Hey.
I don't want to go to jail.
I had a lot more, bro. I had a lot more, Lamont. I had a lot more, man. How he traded how he traded Dennis Rodman.
He's number one for the 20.
Better than hold on. If I'm better now. If I'm better now, it's still
he was ranked number one for less than 24 hours.
It's a little better, but still not good.
That's wild, man.
Number one seed going out like the Bucks.
We can run it back, man. We can run it back on something else. I'm good with it.
R.I.P. to Tru Da King internet, man.
Was ChatGPT wrong, man? Was ChatGPT wrong, man? All right, man. Well, we got to get up with the Tyson. But look, I'm gonna get y'all thoughts on it, right? Said because, like I said, if I'm being honest, that internet connection might have just been a blessing in disguise for Tru, because it sounded like it was about to be a disaster for him. I can't lie, man. I can't. I'm being honest, man. It didn't sound good.
Hey.
But hold on. Let's see. Tru keep trying to fix. Tru want to fix this bad. Tru, did you fix it?
Hey, bro.
Is it still good? I mean,
it's good now.
Hold on. Is he delayed though?
Is
Are you delayed?
Is it over?
See, he's delayed.
Yeah, it's over by you delayed. You delayed, bro. You delayed, Tru.
You delayed, man. You got a big time delay.
You gotta like restart. You gotta restart everything at this.
You gotta restart your internet, bro.
Yeah, Tru done. He done.
No.
Damn. That's the Purdue versus the 16 seed, man.
Tru Da King.
Body bag.
It was gonna get ugly anyway. Respect to Tru though, but he came in handicapped though. Greg versus Phil.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want this to take away from Tyson, because I think from just what I was hearing, the direction was
disastrous.
It was gone. Yeah.
I didn't get into how Greg put Tim Duncan on the bench in the finals, allowed the rebound, game over. I didn't get into none of that, man.
I just feel like the route that Tru Da King was going down was a lot more based on
It was a body bag.
People, it's a lot of people about to take this. They about to run with this one, man. I ain't gonna hear the end of this one for about 2 weeks, man.
Oh no! Hey, but like it's just the route
because it's Tyson. You know, you be over there on PC. A lot of people.
Oh, could you hear me?
PC anyways. They're gonna be like, PC killed FYF, man.
Hey, I'm a free agent, Lamar, man. I ain't on nobody's squad, bro. I'm just out here freelancing.
Hey,
all right, well, then you with us then, fuck.
Yeah. I rock with y'all. I rock with whoever, man. You know? Yeah.
It's just, man.
Hold on, we got the Pope in here. Hey, man. Look, man, it's a lot of people that were supposed to pull up for debates, man. Hold on, we got Diamond Lion. He was supposed to. Hopefully, is he still here?
I'm right here, bro. I'm right here, bro.
I wish this didn't. Here, let's do this. You know, I got a good opponent for you if y'all can come up with a topic. Hold on, let me bump H from UK down, because I think the Pope, man, he came in at number 10 on the rankings, man. I think y'all could find something to debate about. It's the Pope to be ready to go immediately. He be ready to go on the fly. I know.
Hey,
I told him the topic in the chat, but I don't know.
Lamont, was Herm ranked?
No.
Oh, all right.
Herm was not ranked.
Salute, Big Ben, man. Go ahead and read that out loud, Lamont. Go ahead and read that, man. The people want to hear that.
What's that? Read what?
What Big Ben said right there.
Big Ben. What did Big Ben say?
It's on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
That's what I'm saying, man. It is. People
You ain't finna live it down, man.
I take it. Look, it is what it is. It happened to the best of us. And
Hey.
you know, Tru is the king of controversial losses, man. He go.
Yeah.
Tru is
Yeah.
I'll give Mingle.
I feel bad for Tru though. But maybe like you said, it could have. Like I said, it was handicapped to me anyway. Phil Jackson just got a better resume, bro. But at the end of the day, I don't know what he was gonna say to get him out of that ditch, bro. I don't know.
Tru Da King right now, he's trying to pass off the baton, the Mingle gesture right now. Like passing that to him right now. So if you want that smoke,
True.
All right, hold on.
True
Hold
knew
on.
he was losing, so he turned his Wi-Fi off.
turn his Wi-Fi off is
And
crazy.
True said I barely say anything. He was going down like a team success route, and
I love the
when I'm
debate.
hearing coaches, that's not what I want to hear. So.
Yeah, I don't, just on what he said, I know it was Skip, but just off what he was saying, I don't know how that was going to trump what Phil Jackson did. Like off what he was saying, I didn't see it, Lamont.
Nah, yeah, I didn't.
True not trying to give it up.
Yeah,
Nah, he
Man.
said if True can restart his internet and he can come back fine. Like
Right. He
True
could have
want
been
all the
done
smoke.
that. He turned the Wi-Fi off.
It made it worse.
I know. So he can get out of this battle. He was getting cooked there.
It wasn't looking good, dog. It wasn't looking good at all.
No, it wasn't. He realized in the first minute, like, man, damn, this ain't my notes.
Let me pull it wide real fast.
Hey, salute True though, man. He been doing this. He been doing this for some time now, man. He goated, bro. Salute True.
Yeah, True been doing it.
Yeah, Lamont, how did he get to first? That was when I seen it on Instagram. I'm like,
I still can't believe the chat actually voted for me to
Show you how it happened.
That's low key.
This is why he got the first right here. I'm gonna show y'all why. According to ChatGPT, this is the sequence of events right here. Because you got to go off the last ranking. This is the previous power ranking is here. True is third. Young Africa and SB both lost. Tru Da King won. So just the natural progression elevates him to one. Sturdy didn't. Mahari didn't debate, so he got dropped. Sturdy won by the fact that Damo failed to show up and he kind of ducked. So Sturdy elevated. Tru Da King went up. But Young African SB dropped. So that's what brought us to our new one right here, where Tru Da King is up at number 1, Sturdy 2, Africa SB. Ticket, who beat the number 1 seed, entered in. Chilltown Hoops beat the number 2 seed, so he entered in. And then you got Mahari, Mac Def, Big Ak Bob, and then we got the Pope right there.
So True put in the work.
Your True been debating for the longest. True probably got the most victories. He got
put
the
in
most
the work
wins on this channel. He got a longer history.
He's trying to get back on now, man. I don't know if he got it together yet.
I'm about to try to let him
True,
in.
do you have it back together, bro? Because like I do want to listen to that conversation y'all was gonna have. But...
Is that not a lopsided question to y'all though?
yeah, it's lopsided, bro. Like, come on.
Bit.
No,
Yeah,
I
I
want to hear what he was gonna go with that because
I read a Bill Belichick versus Phil Jackson type situation.
Hey, let's not disrespect Pop though.
Red
Hold on. True just sent me
but
something. Hold on, y'all. True just sent me something. Hold on. I gotta put it on the screen for y'all. Okay, I got you, True. Hold on. We gotta make sure he good.
Damn.
Yeah, hell yeah, I can swim, girl.
You okay?
Huh?
You okay? Stand up. Wait, stand. Give me a floaty.
I can hear.
Grab the floaty.
Grab my hand.
Grab the floaty. This motherfucking nigga. See this?
Yo, that was tragic as hell. Oh my god.
Damn.
The position of black men can't swim. Jesus Christ.
That shit had me dying.
What was that?
Damn,
this nigga might come up with some shit.
Who sent you that?
True, man.
Damn.
Hold on. True, man. I hope he good, man. I hope he good out there. And hold on, let's see if he back, man.
Yo, I'm better now.
You sound better. Keep talking.
Yeah.
Can you hear us, bro? Can you hear us?
Yeah.
What was you gonna say?
I'm on delay.
No, hold on.
You sound a little bit better.
No, it's over. It's debate over with.
You sound good now.
You turned your Wi-Fi back on, huh?
What would you gonna say, True?
Yo, True, you good? You drowning? True, you drowning?
The joke sound cool, but where I'm at, I can't turn the Wi-Fi off. I ain't gonna listen. I'm not gonna.
I know it. It looked like you in cell block C, nigga. What county jail you in? Nigga, like you in the day room.
Put your ass on the trial. I don't know why you.
Backrooms,
I'm just saying, man.
I don't got Doug no smoke. I was ready to
No,
debate,
I believe that.
Hey, he sound good now. Can they get it back
Talk
on?
your shit. Hey, he sound pretty good.
I still want to debate.
He sound pretty good right now.
Oh, he ready to go. He said, "I want all the smoke."
It was a law. I got lagged out. That's the rules. Lagged out. It was I had a chance to get back. Whatever. I couldn't do it on time. Whatever is what it is. I just take that L. But let's not get it fucked up. Pope. I already put your ass already. Let's not do
that. Wow. Hold on.
He's trying to get Shiesty in the
Talk your shit. Okay, all right. Talk your shit.
Hold on. Hold on. OG Clamp says we should continue the debate.
You sound good now.
I agree. Fact.
It's up to the people of y'all.
Yeah, it's up to the people.
No. It's only up to Tyson. It's up to Tyson.
Hey man, I don't duck no smoke, bro. We could. I mean, it is what it is, man. I don't duck. If that's what the people want, the people run the show, bro.
Yeah, man. Those in the backstage,
right.
let them finish the debate.
Hey, we're on this
He
was still.
my mic low.
No, ain't nothing low. Don't turn your Wi-Fi off this time. And turn your Wi-Fi off.
True. Hey, True. So, True. We pick up where we left off. That means you got to start off the second round. And then we go back to Tyson. Yeah. Because that's where we left off at.
No, I start the second round, I thought.
No.
No, okay, yeah, he go back to back. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. So, True, if you ready, man, we can get you just starting off your second round. We could just finish it off, man. And Tyson's willing to continue it. All right, man. Let me drop everybody down real quick. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. We finally got them back. All right.
I'm good. I'm good.
All right, you good? We got you, Tyson. I'm gonna put you on the big screen. Let me get the timer back out. Look, y'all, we're gonna continue it. Tyson's fine with continuing it. It was his decision to keep it going, so we're gonna pick up where we left off in the second round with Tru Da King. Tru Da King has Greg Popovich, and Tyson has Phil Jackson. Who's the best coach? And Tru Da King, your second round, it starts now.
First and foremost, sorry for the technical difficulties, but listen, man. Come to who the better coach is between Greg Popovich and Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson didn't build teams. Yeah, he managed egos, but he didn't build teams like Greg Popovich did. Greg Popovich built cultures of the San Antonio Spurs when it comes to development of players, from role players to the best players on the team. And even with those players from the years changing year after year after year. So that's why I chose Greg Popovich over Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson chose teams that was already built to win. He just took over the ranks. Like I said, he already admitted in that first round that Dale Harris, that Lakers team, was already a good team. We already know that Chicago Bulls team was young, but was built to ready to win the championship right before he took over the head coaching job on the Bulls. So when I talk about who is the better coach, let's not get it effed up. Managing egos, that's cool and all, and 11 principles, that's cute. Let's keep it real. I'm choosing a guy that can change a franchise to one of the most winning franchises in NBA history. So, time.
All right, that's his time right there. That's his second round, Tyson. You heard it.
I got you,
Tyson. We had no challenge flags just yet, so Tyson, I'm gonna go ahead and put you on the big screen. True gave up his last 30 seconds, so Tyson, your time starts now.
He talking about building a winning culture and all that thing, but like I said before, the Spurs was making championship runs and playoff bursts. They had 55 wins, 62 wins, 59 wins before Greg Popovich got there. So to say that he came into a winning situation, he exactly did that. Then players get hurt and they luck up and have a losing season, and they get Tim Duncan. Now they got damn near a super team. You know what I'm saying? With David Robinson, even though he was late in his career, he was still a formidable big man at that time. So he came into a great situation. Now he did draft some good players and make that thing keep going. But at the end of the day, the core was still there. So he had the core, and they won with that. They won with that core, and they kept going with that core. And then you saw without the players that when that core is gone, we see what he's doing now. So to say he just building winners, you want to talk about Jerry Sloan, who lost his core and still was making playoffs. They didn't win championships, but he was at least making the playoffs. The Spurs is in shambles right now, and they putting the whole back of it on Wemby. And I don't know if his back is wide enough to the boy too skinny. We'll see. That's a whole different subject. But when we talk about Phil going to the Lakers, they had a good team. That's facts. But at the same time, did they win anything? No. They get with Phil, and now they're not only winning, bro. They winning 3-peats. You know what I'm saying? And then he comes back. Paul Gasol, who's a decent player, Kobe's that man. Paul Gasol's a good player, but then they go to 3 straight, bro. Come on, we talk. This is not a comparison. He wasn't even doing that with Tim Duncan, Manu, and Tony Parker. They weren't even running all back-to-backs and those type of things. So it's really not a comparison when you're talking about Phil Jackson, like you said, the ultimate ego manager, the ultimate, and then you want to talk about the triangle, like I said, that's tried and true. We can't. They gave Popovich 3 coaches of the week. We all know Phil should have won more than three times.
I like the challenge.
Oh shit.
Okay, challenge.
Oh shit. Hold on. Hold on. So this is what we got to get clarity on, because this is the first ever challenge.
That's an opinion. That's not a fact.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on, because hold on. We're gonna clarify. Hold on, Tru. Please tell us, because we're gonna take it, because we're gonna take this over. We're gonna eventually take it over to Chat GPT. But please tell us, what are you challenging?
He said in his debate that it was a super team.
Damn near was my exact term.
Hold on, Tyson.
Damn near. They won.
Hold on, Tyson. Let Tru tell us.
He said look what he just said. He said damn near was a super team.
So are you challenging that the Spurs were not a super team?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what he said. He just said they were damn near or about a super team. That's what he said.
Okay, now Tru. I'm gonna put this on the screen. Tru is challenging, were the Spurs a super team? Tru, this is a risky challenge, man. I know why you're trying to throw the challenge flag, because you got to get a point back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna, like I said, I don't want to guess on this. So were the Spurs the San Antonio?
I didn't say it was a super team, nigga.
Hold on. Spurs under Popovich considered super team.
Damn near a super team. Put that, because that's what I said.
I mean, I'm just, like I said, I can't put, you
can put the damn near.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Look, we can't hash it out. It's just when I hit enter, this is the answer that we're gonna go with. Can Tru Da King still around?
You said somebody didn't say though, brother.
Hold on.
You asked
hold on. Let's see. Okay. Overall, while the Spurs were a highly successful team under Popovich, they were not typically referred to as a super team due to the emphasis on team play and system over assembling a roster of high-profile superstars. So, goddamn, Tru Da King with a slick challenge has challenged it, and Tru Da King just stole around, man, with Chat GPT, man. Chat GPT did confirm the Spurs were not a super team, man. And damn. That was a tough one, but there we have it right there. Tru Da King stole round 2 with the challenge.
Even if you want to use the damn
True. We don't have to explain it. It is what it is. You threw the first challenge flag. We got to go with what Chat GPT said, because like I said, if you'd asked me, my biases, I would have said something completely different. So Chat GPT gave their answer there. So what we doing now is you threw that flag. We still got to go into the rebuttal round. Tyson, you got to start the rebuttal round off. You lost a point because Tru hit you with the challenge. Can you get it back in the rebuttal round? Tyson is on you for this third round. Go ahead and take off, man.
Yes, but anyway, is my mic muted? Can you hear me?
Oh, we hear you. You good. You good.
Yeah, like I said, man, Phil Jackson, at the end of the day, pride and, you got me flustered. Hold on. Like I said, got with the Bulls, ran off 2.
Did we lose?
And made them better, and they won championships. Yes, but they was spread out. You know what I'm saying? They had good teams. They didn't get it done. Again, when I talked about him coaching mistakes, we can't talk about that with Phil. We talk about him taking out Tim Duncan in the final seconds of the game, allowing a rebound to Chris Bosh to get that wide open 3. Game winner, game 7, they lose. He doesn't have that. We talk about how he traded Dennis Rodman because he couldn't manage his ego to the Bulls, and which helped them win 3 straight championships. So you talk about managing egos is not important, but it's very important in coaching because that's your main job. You can have the players. Of course, you got to have the players, but at the end of the day, you got to manage egos. And that's why a lot of teams lose now because they can't manage these egos. So to say that Phil Jackson is just an ego manager, that's a very important part of coaching. So we've seen what he's done. The resume speaks for itself. Like I said, he want to talk about longevity with Popovich. Like I said, that don't matter when we're talking about coaching. A coach can coach all this time and accumulate wins, but he don't have a better win percentage at the end of the day. So Phil Jackson over Greg, and that's all I got to say about that.
All right, that's time right there. Left a little time on the clock, but point was definitely well made. Tru Da King, this is your final rebuttal round. Let's go ahead and let's hear what you got to say, man, to finish this one off.
Like I said, when it comes to the managing Eagles part, you said that Phil Jackson, Greg Popovich still managed the Eagles too. He had the players in them Spurs ball in and play a certain system for years, even to this day. So let's not act like Phil Jackson the only one that's not managing Eagles. And first of all, when you said damn near a super team on that, first of all, Phil Jackson had super teams. He had the Bulls with Rodman, Michael Jordan, all at one time. Phil Jackson had dudes from the second round, made them poor guys and win championships, surround them with Tim Duncan. You have never seen Phil Jackson do that. You have never seen Phil Jackson build teams and develop talent on teams. He get team guys that's already established, already whatever, and have put them on the teams, and there you go. We've seen Popovich take guys that we hadn't heard of and make them development to Hall of Famers. Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, Kawhi, those guys, build those guys, and then elevate those guys' roles depending on the gear or situation of the team. So let's not do this about, well, all you guys that manage egos part, really? When it comes to Greg Popovich, he managed egos. He also built the team better. Also was more consistent. Like I said, the most wins in NBA history, Greg Popovich. So, yes, Phil Jackson may have a very higher win percentage, but listen, he coached less. Phil Jackson, Greg Popovich did it longer, was elite at a longer time. 3-time coach of the year and Greg Popovich. Phil Jackson won. It's a big difference. Managing egos, you have to more manage egos.
That's time right there. Man, this is the laggiest debate. We didn't have so many crazy stuff going on. We had our
second rounders ain't got egos, nigga. Second rounders ain't got egos. Stop it.
Hold on, y'all. We gotta go to the I'm putting the poll in the chat, man. Y'all factor in y'all votes. Just make sure y'all, when y'all factor in that JT, it can't be 3-0 because Tru Da King already.
No, ain't nobody counting that but you, Lamont.
Hold on, Tyson.
Ain't
Hold
nobody
on,
counting
Tyson.
that shit but you.
Hold on. I'm just explaining the rules as the rules has been laid out, man.
But first of all, hold on, Lamont. First of all, you got you said it got to be something that. Let me get it off. You said it got to be something that's factual. I said they damn near. I didn't even say they was a super team. I said damn near, bro. And then you challenged was they a super?
Hold on, Tyson. I mean, it just is what it is, man. It is what it is, man.
All right, man. You got it, bro. Let's go. Let's rock. Salute, Tru. Hey, good debate, bro.
I try.
If you put that damn near, we said the same exact thing, though.
Hold on. I mean, I could rephrase it.
It's good. It's good. I think I won off my merits anyway. I think I won off my debate anyway. So you go ahead and rock with it. If y'all want to give Tru a sympathy point for his Wi-Fi, man, go ahead and do that, bro. But I'm still gonna take home the dub.
Hold on. Let me ask y'all this. Tru, did he say damn near?
He said damn near. Yeah, he put damn near.
Okay. So hold on. Let me do this then real quick. Right. Hold on.
I'm giving that. I told you put that in the first place. I ain't.
Okay, so if he said damn near, so I'm rephrasing it. Were the San Antonio Spurs under Popovich close to being considered a super team? Let me reword this. All right, let's see if it kicks out a different answer. All right, it says the Spurs sustained success, which included 5 championships, 99 to 2014. It's a testament to their exceptional organizational structure, coaching brilliance of Popovich. While they may not have been considered a traditional super team, they were widely respected as a model franchise and one of the most successful teams of their era. So,
there you go.
Again, yeah, they still, even when I reworded it, still don't favor you. So we'll leave it there. People will just vote. Let the people decide.
Yeah, let them vote. I ain't tripping, Lamar.
Hold on. We're gonna bring people up, man. We're just gonna bring people up, and we're just gonna see what the people got to say about it. Let me start with Jay. Let me start with Jay Nutty. You with us? Jay, you there? Nope, Jay's not with us, man. All right, we got Chris, man. You with us? You got to take yourself off mute.
My fault.
There you go. All right, you go.
So,
yeah, who you got winning the debate and why?
So, if we're going to go through all 3 rounds, well, if we're going to get past the one default round, rounds 2 and 3, I would easily give the Tyson. He talked about managing egos fairly well. He brung up with Dennis Rodman how when Greg Popovich had him, and essentially he just couldn't manage his ego. But when he got with Phil Jackson, Michael Jordan had asked him specifically, hey, can you manage this guy? And Phil was like, yes. And the fact that he could have done something that Greg Popovich couldn't do at that time, I think that's also a testament, the fact that he can bring these great players around and still produce at an extremely more dominant level than anything Greg Popovich has ever done. I do think that realistically, Tru Da King, he could have went back at Tyson and rebutted maybe some of the other stars that Phil Jackson had, or that certain superstars who he had beef with, like with Scottie Pippen and with Kobe at some point in his career. He could have brung that up, but he just never did. And when we talk about essentially what that triangle offense did within that system for what it was in the 90s and even in the 2000s, like the fact that it was so dominant for him to win multiple championships and for him to manage egos for all that time and still be more dominant and coach at a higher level for that stretch of time compared to Greg Popovich, I just think that Tyson took it all the way.
All right, so we got one vote for Tyson. Let me go to let me go ahead and go to OJ. OJ did it. Who you got winning that one and why?
Yo. Hey man, for that first round, I think we already know why Tyson won that first round. And then for the second round, I feel like he had came back with a good rebuttal and everything, and I feel like he had kind of like Tyson had kind of lost that one to the boy and everything. And then with that third one, he had kind of Tyson really specified how Phil Jackson always kind of like know how to manage the egos and also stick to the X's and O's and also stuck to the championships. While my boy had talked about Popovich really hasn't done a good job. Where the biggest superstar ego with Popovich was Kawhi Leonard, and we already seen how that one turned out. So I don't think that was a good kind of statement to start his third round off with. So all around, I'll get at that whole battle to Tyson.
All right, we got 2-0 Tyson. Let me go to let me get to OG Clamp. What's good, man?
What's good, fam?
Homie, man. You didn't heard all the shenanigans. You heard the debate, man. What you got on this one, man?
All right. So first off, before I make my vote here, I do want to say that I am not a Phil Jackson fan. I think he's a racist due to a lot of his actions and words.
Damn.
So personally, I like Popovich better.
That's a fact.
With that being said, I would have to give the debate to my man Tyson, and simply because, especially in the NBA, I mean, it's all about managing egos, right? I mean, coaches aren't making nearly the amount of money that players do make, and I think he really talked about that in detail in terms of the Dennis Rodman thing, being able to manage that type of ego. I mean, they can't necessarily decide, what type of situations they're thrown in. So I don't know if that's really a knock against Phil Jackson. And then also, too, I mean, to manage, egos such as Tony Parker, et cetera, like those are second-round picks. So that's a lot easier to do than a Michael Jordan, a Kobe Bryant, if you will. So I think those points were made. So all in all, I have to give the debate to him.
All right, so that's 3 votes for Tyson on the panel. That means even with the other 2 votes remaining, Tru can't catch up. So the panel vote goes to Tyson. So that means I got to end. Let me end this poll in the chat. When I end the poll in the chat, Tyson also won there, man, 65-35. So Tyson was winning there as well. So that means we don't have to go to the tiebreaker. The tiebreaker vote in the chat with Tracy Steele. So Tyson won this one.
Hey.
But we did see the power of a challenge, and the power of challenge almost, with all the technical difficulties that Tru had, with all that challenge could do a whole monkey wrench in it. Like, really?
Tyson, you almost got robbed, bro.
They almost tried to come for me, bro.
Tyson, they almost got you, bro. Tyson, they almost got you, bro. Tyson, they almost got you, bro.
ChatGPT came for Tyson neck.
They came for my neck, bro.
Box
Tyson almost got you,
the
bro.
dictate is crazy.
Almost.
I mean,
The AI tried to give me, man.
Hey, listen, hold on. Lamont, we threw that third round, Lamont.
Hold on, say that again. No, my thoughts on the whole debate. My thoughts on the debate was the first round I gave to Tyson.
Clearly.
I just thought his points was a little better. I felt like he rushed his points. Like I was talking to him before. I said, there's so many different segments of Phil Jackson's career. You could have took your time. And I think a lot of people with Tyson, this is your first debate. A lot of people need to understand that 2 minutes is a long time, right? It's longer than what people think. And sometimes you feel like the pressure that clock's ticking down on you is really not. You really got a lot of time to break your point down. So but you did a good job of getting everything out. You brought everything out that needed to be said. I wish you could have elaborated on some things more, but compared to what Tru said, you did a better job in that first round. Now, the second round, I can't even really argue it because it automatically went to Tru because of the challenge. Yeah. When we go to the third round, once again, I just think you did a better job of summarizing it and hammering it home. Just the points that you made in the first round. And I don't think Tru really added enough new evidence in that last round that where I could have felt comfortable giving him. That's the thing. Like, really, for you to get that third round, you would have had to introduce something new into the conversation that we didn't hear. And you know, I didn't hear anything that wasn't said in the second or first round new that would have swayed me to give you the third round. But remember, my vote don't count.
I ain't think nobody heard my first round.
And
I was just curious. But, hey, listen,
to be fair. Go ahead.
No, you good.
Oh, you cut out. No, I was just saying, to be fair, man, we both coming off, 20 minutes prep, if that?
Yeah, I didn't have much prep. I was kind of wondering why you guys chose it, because this was a topic that probably you want to do a little bit more research on before you jump into it.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So we have 20 minutes prep. So salute to Tru for taking the challenge and everything, man.
This is something that probably this is probably something only I could debate on the fly. You know.
Hey, I will say this though, when it comes to debating.
Go ahead, Tru.
But all I'm saying is this though, man. I see a lot of y'all talking in chat though. I see a lot of y'all talking in chat. Y'all wouldn't dare come up here in the panel debate me.
Hey,
I didn't have listen. I didn't run for listen. My Wi-Fi was messed up. Why would I sit here this my list? First of all, listen, I'm on deployment right now. Y'all didn't know. All that Wi-Fi jokes for every case. Listen, bro. It sounds cool, but listen, I don't duck no smoke. I don't go, basketball reference. Hey, listen, I don't want to smoke. Listen, hey, I agree to the debate. Boom. Wi-Fi was messed up. I couldn't control that. I'm here, though. I'm talking now. Ain't no delay now. Hey, I still got the shout out to Tyson for still giving me the opportunity to chance, though. He didn't do that. He could have just took the dub just like that. I didn't have to say anything.
That is true. Tyson could have just took the dub and not gave you another shot at it. That is true. So salute to Tyson.
I'm not trying nothing. I'm was mad that I didn't. Only thing I was mad, I just wanted to get my takes. I wanted to say my material. That was the only thing I was mad at.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
I feel like when it comes to debating coaches, because and again, I was like Lamont said, I was kind of surprised that y'all wanted to do coaches, because I feel like with coaches, there's so much more you have to look into. You have to look into the in-game decisions, what they do in the big moments. And a lot of what I heard from Tru was kind of like he did it for a long time, all-time leader in wins. That's all stuff that I can find in 20 minutes. But when I'm hearing coaches, I want to hear more about the schemes and the schemes that they're running, and kind of how they're using different types of players. And I like how he brought up the player progression stuff, but I feel like I probably would have voted Tyson anyway, because he kind of gave me more of that what he's doing on the court, instead of just kind of the base information of most wins of all time. He did it for a longer time. I feel like I probably would have voted Tyson, but
I would have. If one thing I would have brought up, let's say if I'm arguing for Popovich, one of the things I would have said was, a lot of people like to give Phil Jackson a ton of credit for the Bulls offense, and like somebody just said in the chat, it really wasn't. It wasn't Phil. Phil wasn't the creator of the triangle. It was Tex Winters. And this is one of the reasons why he brought Tex Winters along with him everywhere he went when he had success. That was the innovator of the triangle. Phil Jackson was really.
I said that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So if you
I said that in the first round.
I would have stayed on that too. And then I think the one good point that I think you mentioned as well was the Kawhi Leonard point, when he did get an ego, when he ran into one of these new age players that you would have needed to reel in. He didn't do a good job with that. He kind of sold on that one a little bit.
Yeah, I could have brought that up for sure. That would have cooked him. Yeah. I should have brought that up.
And that was a superstar. I don't know if Phil Jackson, whenever you gave Phil Jackson superstars, and he had two of the biggest egos in NBA history in Shaq and Kobe, and he was able to, for a period of time, reel them in to the tune of 3 chips. And I think that is a big one right there. But I mean, like I said, to take that one on the fly was tough for both guys. But salute to Tyson, man, for getting the win. And we all know Tru gonna bounce back. At this point in time, nobody really we don't even get phased when Tru loses, because we all know he gonna bounce back.
Facts.
Hey, Lamont, I got one thing for you though, bro.
He like the LeBron James, and he's 4-6 in the finals. What'd you say?
Hey, man. Hey,
that was elite.
Hey, Lamont, when you and George gonna duke it out though, man? Get the people what they want.
George, nah, I can't debate George, man. No, because you know what's gonna happen. Everybody gonna vote for George just to say I lost, man. That shit.
Oh, don't duck the smoke, man. Don't duck the smoke. Don't duck the smoke.
I could debate George, man. George would be going crazy, man. He'd be breaking the rules, talking and stuff. Just look at George happened to be in the chat too.
There you go.
There you go, man. Yo, man, George has got that ticket flow, man.
Listen, I understand that laws, y'all. Listen. At the end of the day, I understand that laws, man. It is what it is. Hey, I do better next
Give
time.
the people what they want, man.
Listen.
Give the people what they want.
So look, you didn't even have to tell
So ain't no more debates going on right now.
I want to try to get one more in.
You and George. Where's my competition, man? Where's my
I'm not
competition?
debating George, man.
You and George, man. Stop ducking.
Hey, yo, I thought what's his name? P5 was supposed to debate Kobe versus Jokic.
No, P5 debated another topic. He debated Herman 1 already.
Okay, he walked away. All right.
That's Kobe Jordan, man. I thought it was.
Wait, hold on, MacDef. You can take that one if you want.
That's who I thought I was debating.
Hold on. No. H from the UK was supposed to debate Kobe Jordan, and Kobe Jordan didn't show up. They was debating on Kobe Bryant's leadership. And H from the UK, were you saying that you felt that Kobe Bryant was not a good leader?
Yeah.
And MacDef, if you want to take the other angle that Kobe Bryant was a great leader, y'all can. And we know that you are a Kobe Bryant fan too, man.
I'm not debating no Kobe leadership.
Why?
No, nobody wants that, man. Nobody wants that. Just like the OG said, what was it on Friday?
I debate his play on the court. You only got one angle on that with Kobe. That's it. You only got one angle on that. That ain't gonna fly.
Oh, that's a hot mess. Anyone who debates the other side.
You can't angle that for 3 rounds.
All right. Well, MacDef avoided the fire on that one. He said, "I'm standing there." He said, "I'm standing in the top 10." Bump that.
Peer pressure.
No, I ain't finna peer pressure me into that. I thought I had Kobe versus Jokic. So what is he want?
You got well, I wouldn't take that. I wouldn't take
Lamont, pick a topic then, bro.
For who? I mean, what the best way to figure out a topic is throw your craziest take to H from the UK. Just whatever one of your craziest takes is, and see if it's something he'd debate.
Already debated Curry and Magic.
Jared West versus Wade.
Or H from the UK. You can throw MacDef one of your craziest or hot takes from the NBA, like from last season.
Last season.
Do Booker versus Paul George?
No. It's weak.
Who y'all taking?
I'm not taking neither one of them.
I was gonna say the same thing, man. It's weak, but
do y'all think Marcus Smart is a better defensive player than Gary Payne? The glove?
No.
What type of guy are you? Are you a 90s guy, 2000s guy?
90s.
90s, okay.
90s.
Do you think since I've been on these panels, they haven't been showing no love for Dennis Rodman as a defender. So I think Dennis Rodman is not only a top 5 defender, but he has a GOAT debate. So what do you think?
You think H from the UK is sucker?
Best defender of all time.
Okay.
You got the sucker battle right.
No, I did. Lamont, you don't even have Dennis Rodman up there. So if I'm a 90s guy, let's
I have Dennis Rodman as one of the best defenders of all time.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do, man. What are
I
you
was
talking
debating
about?
you and Lowe on that. Y'all was like, he's not even top 5.
You wasn't debating me on that. I love
you
Dennis
and
Rodman. Now, I think Scottie Pippen's a better defender than Dennis Rodman. That's what I might have been debating you on.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you spoke about that.
Now, H from the UK, would you take Scottie Pippen over Rodman?
I got Rodman.
I tell you, I like Rodman though.
So everybody gonna debate though. That's why.
Man, we trying to figure it out. Yo, slow Wi-Fi. Man, we trying to figure it out.
You're a Kyrie guy, little guy.
Kyrie.
MacDef, why don't y'all debate
Kyrie.
dynasties?
Let's go, man. I can take that one. Let's go.
What? What's the debate?
90s versus 2000?
Nah, we're going. You said your Kyrie guy. I go with Lillard. Let's go. Let's get this cooking.
I think that's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that one.
Kyrie
one. Somebody was just debating that the other day.
Kyrie versus Lillard.
Let's switch that then. Let's not do that. It's still
I'm
with that though.
No, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm with that, man.
I'm taking Dame.
He said he got Dame.
Yeah, I roll with Dame.
No, he said he got Dame too.
Oh,
Hold on.
Shit.
That's
what I'm saying, though, man.
Are we talking team play or one-on-one?
It's just
the players.
Just a better
player versus player. That's a fair comparison too. They, similar time in the league.
Type shit.
Yeah.
We can't nobody get out. Nobody ain't taking Kyrie though. That's crazy.
I'd take him if it was a one-on-one game. That's about it.
What about Melo versus McGrady?
Why are you taking them just one-on-one? You got team success with Kyrie too. What you?
Got team cancer with Kyrie, bro.
One-on-one, yeah, it's different, bro. He's not really the best.
Yeah, but you got Leonard ain't one shit.
Yo, someone throw out a controversial topic, please.
All right.
McGrady.
I was thinking about
Oh no, you out here?
James Harden and Damian Lillard.
Westbrook or CP3? Who's the better point guard?
That's easy to me.
CP3, man. Come on.
CP3 is the better point guard, but Westbrook's the better player.
I'll take CP3.
It'd be crazy to take Westbrook.
Westbrook's the
No,
better
do
player.
that then. He got Westbrook, better player. Better players. CP3 or Westbrook.
Who's the better point guard? CP3.
Yeah, CP3 is the better point guard.
That's about even to me because I got both of them
CP3,
round
CP3
8, 9, and 10.
Steph Curry.
Nah, keep it on CP3 and Westbrook.
CP3,
Keep it on CP3 and Westbrook. Who you got? Because I'll take either or. So who you got?
I'll go with Westbrook, man.
All right, I got CP3.
Westbrook's the better player, not the better point guard, though.
Yeah, I got CP3. Let's run it.
So, but
just who's better player, not who's better point guard.
Point guard player don't matter, man. We it's everything.
So you're doing who's the better player?
Who's the better player?
Who's the better player? CP3 or Westbrook? Yeah, that's a good one.
You taking that?
Okay.
All right.
Better player.
All right,
Let's do it.
Hold on. Big Ben. There was supposed to be a few guys from PC over here today, but they didn't show up. I was hoping that I can get H30 and Chill are going to debate on another day.
Drop everybody. Let's go.
Big Aka will be here on another day. I thought he was going to be debating SB, but we couldn't get a hold of him. So
no, he coaching. He coaching right now, Lamont.
Okay, yeah. So he out of it right now. So sorry, y'all. Let me drop him. Hold on, wow. So y'all stick around because I'm gonna need y'all to vote later. So let me keep y'all in the backstage. Drop you can. We got Mac Def. Just y'all stick around. Let's see what we got. So H from the UK. Mac Def is a ranked debater. So that means since he's ranked, that means you got to go first in the first round. And we'll switch it up in the second while Mac Def finishes it off in the third round. Remember, y'all do have challenge flags that y'all can throw at the end of either the first or the second round to contest any of the talking points, and we'll take it to Chat GPT to see who's right or wrong. If you throw a flag and you get found to be wrong, no, you lose that round. So be cautious with them challenge flags if you throw one. But I'm H from the UK. You have Russell Westbrook, so I'm gonna put you on the big screen first. Let me get this clock ready. And when I put you on the big screen, that's when your time starts, man. Go ahead and take off.
Right. What's Russell Westbrook? Talking about a player who came out of USC or the American. He came out of college basically as the 4th overall pick, basically playing as a shooting guard first. And I'm not debating as in point guard skills. I'm debating about who's the better player. By that I mean talent. By that I mean productivity. And by that I'm talking about who would you rather build around. Westbrook has shown to me that he's able to carry the bigger load on a lesser team. CP3, with all that he's good at, amazing point guard, but every time it's come to the top stage, he's flopped. Injuries take a part in it as well. When we have Westbrook, we're talking about an explosive player. One who I believe, longevity-wise, is more explosive than Derrick Rose. We're talking about a player who has led the league in his MVP season as a leading scorer, also was in top 10 rebounds and top 10 assists, something that CP3 has never done. CP3 also has never won an MVP. CP3 played on the challenging contenders who were supposed to win the playoffs altogether when he was at the Clippers, ended up flopping because of injuries and also because his guard play is not that good enough. Westbrook has also shown to me that he's a more likable player. Everywhere CP3 goes, it ends up in drama. At the end of the day, Westbrook for me is the better player. When you think about it, he's a 6'3" guard instead of a 6-foot guard. And he's already shown that he can take on the bigger load. I'll leave it as there for my next one.
All right, hold on. Let's stop your time there. We'll put you, and we got Mac Def right here. Mac Def, your first round. Your first round starts now, man. Go ahead and cook.
First of all, Westbrook, he from the set and everything, but he did not go to no USC. He went to UCLA, man, in Pasadena. That's number one. I ain't even gonna throw the challenge flag. I'm gonna give you a chance. Now, Westbrook versus CP3. Let's start on the defensive end, man. We talking about a guy in CP3 that has more defensive teams. He's one of those guys that has been a league leader in steals. He has more career steals than Russell Westbrook. He is looked at one of the greatest defensive point guards of all time. No matter how much you want to say Westbrook is a defender or he tries hard, he goes hard in the paint, he hasn't been near the same level defensively than Chris Paul. That's off the top. Secondly, Chris Paul, when he was with the New Orleans Hornets, he really didn't have a superstar or a great team. Still, he was second in MVP vote in 2008 when he lost it to Kobe, who won. People may debate about it, but for the fact that he took a New Orleans team and was second in MVP shows how great he was in the time of LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Steve Nash, and Dwight Howard. He still finished second. He took that New Orleans team to the playoffs multiple times, only losing. He lost to the Spurs in 7. He lost to Kobe Bryant in 7. As soon as when he goes to another team, the Clippers, who were dog water, he gets them to the playoffs. Then he goes to the Houston Rockets. He makes them better. Then he goes to the Phoenix Suns, makes them better. And yeah, he had a slow stint in OKC as well, that bubble year, and he makes them better. Chris Paul has literally made every team better that he has been on, not only being a better defender than Russell Westbrook, but also the assist titles as a point guard. His nickname is the point guard for a reason. When you talk about assist titles, he has more.
That's time, Mac Def. That's time. Your first round ended right there. Obviously, we had no challenge flags just as of yet. But the second round is beginning. That means Mac Def, you start this one off. And when I get you up here, that means your time starts now, man. Go ahead and keep cooking, Mac Def.
All right. Now, as I was saying, CP3 as a point guard, because he already has him on the defensive end as a player. Now their position. When you talk about being a point guard, passing, facilitating, scoring, and being one of the go-to guys on your team, Chris Paul has always been that on every team he has played on. He was the number one option in New Orleans. When he got to the Clippers, obviously got them better. When he was with the Houston Rockets, was the first time where you could say he wasn't the best player, because he was playing with a Hall of Famer, league MVP, scoring champion at his peak, and James Harden. But he still got them even better, being the second best player, having them to 65 wins. Now, you may want to say Chris Paul's a choker in the playoffs. A lot of times he was hurt, but the times that he did actually play, he did show great performances. We forget about Chris Paul hitting the game-winning shot versus the San Antonio Spurs ending their dynasty in a Game 7 when he was with the Clippers. We forget about Chris Paul going in Phoenix, eliminating the Clippers to get to the finals and him being the reason for that, closing the game out in spectacular fashion. So we can talk about injuries, we could talk about playoff performances, but Chris Paul has shown when he's healthy, he can do it. Unlike Russell Westbrook, who is losing to inferior teams. There's no reason he should lose to the Utah Jazz and Ricky Rubio. There's no reason why he should lose to the 6-seeded Portland Trailblazers and Damian Lillard dropping a 50 burger and waving his ass home. So when Russell Westbrook has been asked to do stuff in the playoff as the number one option, he hasn't gotten it done.
That's
Other
time.
than injuries.
That's time right there. That's time. All right. H from the UK, you get the last say so in this second round. Again, another round with no challenge flag. So H from the UK, we're gonna go ahead and get you on the big screen. And your time starts now.
Again, you brought up about CP3 not being a choker, and you brought up about Westbrook should have beat the Utah Jazz. But let's talk about CP3. I'm sure he lost to the Rockets when he was a Clipper, and he lost a 3-1 lead. Terrible at the end of the day. Terrible. He's a miniature guard, and he has shown the only time he ever showed he had really takeover ability was during his Charlotte Hornet career. Other than that, he really was a second option. Everywhere he's gone, he's caused drama. At the end of the day, that shows poor leadership characteristics, whereas Westbrook has actually shown strong leadership characteristics to the point that even James Harden actually traded CP3 for Westbrook at the end of the day. To me, that shows strong leadership characteristics, which shows he's a better player. Westbrook has shown that he's a higher floor raiser. When he was at OKC and they lost probably the second best player in the league at that time, definitely top 3. He actually raised his team. That team was terrible. It was on his back, and he's shown to be able to elevate it and show strong ability, takeover ability. But let's just talk about some of Westbrook's stats here. At the end of the day, Westbrook is a 22 per game scorer. Westbrook didn't come into the league as an assist maker, and he's nearly going to be top 10 in assists. Westbrook, they don't say he's a good defensive player, but he nearly has 2 steals a game. Westbrook, at the end of the day, when you actually look at his overall game, he's actually had higher career point averages than CP3. He has higher rebound abilities than CP3. I'm sure Westbrook's one of the only players in history to average a 20-point game, 20-point rebounder game, and 20 assist game, something CP3 has never shown in his game. Again, I've already stated it, and I'm going to bring it up again. CP3 has been on teams where he should have won, but because of his ability not to be able to take over the game.
That's time right there. That's the end of your second round. But fortunately, because we're going into the third round, H from the UK, that means you get to start it off, so you can kind of just pick back up where you left off. This is the rebuttal round, so where you can pick at the other person's points. Remember, once the third round starts, there's no more challenges. So again, y'all go ahead and get y'all takes off. And H from the UK, your rebuttal round starts now.
So there's 2 records in NBA history that people thought were never going to be broken. One was Kareem's all-points scoring title. LeBron broke that. The second one was Oscar Robinson's triple-doubles. Guess who broke that? Russell Westbrook. He broke the record at the end of the day. That was a record that no one ever thought was going to be broken. To this day, one person that we think is an all-impact player, LeBron James, he's never been able to average a triple-double throughout the whole season. Guess how many times Westbrook's done that? I believe that he's done it 4 times in a row. Westbrook has the bigger impact. He's the better athlete. Of all the CP3's good IQ and high ball skills, at the end of the day, if I got one player and I went to build my team around, I'm picking Westbrook. Westbrook has a bigger impact all over the game. When it comes to PER statistics, Westbrook's PER was so high that they actually had to change the calculations just because at the end of the day, he was clocking the game. they actually had to change the calculations because that's how good he was. CP3, at the end of the day, he's never shown as a player with minimal talent that he can have high impact ability. Yes, he's a good floor general, but at the end of the day, when it comes to taking over the game and showing basically highlight ability, he doesn't have it. And I'll just leave it as that.
All right, that's time. He ended his rebuttal round. Let's go ahead and get this clock reset. Mac Def, your rebuttal round, it starts now, man. Go ahead and cook.
First of all, did this man say Chris Paul has no highlight ability? Do you understand the handles that this man have? When you said Russell Westbrook scoring this, that, and the third, why is he so inefficient? Why is Chris Paul more efficient than him? Why is Chris Paul better in crunch time? Why does Russell Westbrook have a high turnover to assist ratio? Why does he turn the ball over? When we talk about players defensively, Chris Paul clears. When we talk about offensively, Chris Paul does everything that a player point guard is supposed to do. He can score a mid-range demon. He can pass. I think he's top 5 in assists all time. He's got way more than Russell. I think he's got more than Russell Westbrook. When you talk about being a floor general, that is Chris Paul, the point guard at his peak. So, and what else did he say that I can actually rebuttal? I don't know if anybody ever thought that triple-double record will be broken, but I mean, salute for that, for grabbing, being a rebound stat merchant and then letting you actually grab rebounds. But what did that amount to? Was that just individually? Because when Oscar Robertson got that, he was actually winning. He was actually leading his team to the Eastern Conference Finals and losing to the Boston Celtics. So what did that actually do for Russell Westbrook and his team? Did they win, or were they a first round exit? So all these stats are in the regular season didn't mean nothing in the playoffs. When Chris Paul wins his assist title, he takes his teams to the playoffs. They got to the Western Conference Finals. When Chris Paul is the best player on his team and actually closes out the Clippers, they go to the NBA Finals. When Chris Paul is the best player on his team and he leads his team in assists and points, he takes the OKC, who many people thought wouldn't even make the playoffs. He takes them to the playoffs. He's elevated every team he has been on, while Russell Westbrook has had the talent, but we always say he deviates from every team that he has been on. He has had great talent and lost against inferior competition.
Sorry, Mark. Quick question. Did you say CP?
Hold on, H from the UK. We can go back and forth, but during the voting process, especially
it's not a vote. I'm calling a flag.
I know. Here's the problem, though. There's no flags. There's no flags in the third round.
Okay, say less.
There's no flags, and that's something I said it at the beginning. I want to stay true to it now. So yeah, there's only flags in the first 2 rounds.
No, say less. That's proper.
All right. But let me go ahead and the poll is in the chat. I'm gonna bring people up, man. Let's get y'all up here. We got Context Matters. We got Eric. We got Michael Land. We got a lot of y'all in the backstage too. We got Tyson. We got Chris. We got OJ. Who we gonna bring up? And then we got let me get Diamond in here. So we got enough people to get these votes off. Let me start with and if you got background noise, go ahead and mute it because I'm hearing like doors and stuff. But let's start with Context Matters, man. Context.
What's happening?
You heard him debate. Who do you got winning that one and why?
What's the word, fellas? Salute. Lamar, salute to the panel. So for me, I'm gonna have to go with Mac, man. Mac was able to make a more compelling argument for Chris Paul. I think he was able to highlight Chris Paul's strengths. And also the impact that it had on winning. Everybody knows that talent is talent, but he was able to depict the talent and then say the impact that it had on its success. So, sometimes highlight ability, HUK, you lost me with that one. Highlight ability does not equate to a player being better. So I had to take away from that. But H had some good points. I just think Mac made better points in each round, to be honest with you. So I got a Mac.
All right, so we got on the panel, we got 1-0 Mac Def. Let me go ahead and go to OG. Eric, man, what you got on this one, man? Who you got winning and why?
Yeah, so I feel like context matters. Literally saw my notes and then said what I was gonna say before I could say it.
My fault, brother. My fault.
No, you good, man. So I'm gonna echo everything he said, and go with that vote as well.
All right, so you got Mac Def with another vote.
Yep.
We're gonna go ahead and take this one to let's see who we gonna get. Let's go ahead and go to we got Michael Land. Michael Land hasn't voted yet. Michael Land, man, you heard the debate, man. Who you got winning that one and why?
I got can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
A salute to you and the panel. And did you get my did you check your cash?
Yeah, I got it. I'm about to shout the cash apps as soon as this debate was over. Definitely appreciate that, man.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you got it for future purposes.
Yeah.
As far as the debate, I got McDuff too, because he was more knowledgeable of Chris Paul than dude was of Russell Westbrook. I mean, like I said, and because then he made points that really, didn't really apply. He said everywhere he went, he said? Like I said, for Chris Paul, he said everywhere Chris Paul went.
Everywhere he went, he won.
Russell Westbrook also, the only year he missed the playoffs was when he joined LeBron. So Westbrook was consistently leading his team to the playoffs too. So it's kind of weird. It's a debate of who was the better loser. And I think Mac Def did a better job.
All right. So that puts us at 3 votes for Mac Def, that's pretty quick. Normally we don't get the 3 votes that quickly. So once we finish the panel vote, and I'm gonna still allow everybody else to give their thoughts on this as well. But once the panel's over, because now H from UK can't catch up, I'm gonna end the poll. It shows that Mac Def won in the chat as well, 64 to 35%, and then Mac Def won on the panel so far. And then Tracy Steele can also give his thoughts on who he thought won to see if it was a 3-0. I'm gonna give my thoughts, and then everybody else can give theirs. I thought H from the UK won the first round, and I thought that after hearing the first round, I thought that Mac Def might have regretted not throwing that challenge flag, catching him, because when he said USC, that Russell Westbrook went to USC and it was UCLA, and that would have been the only way I thought Mac Def could have got the first round. I think Mac Def did a better job in the second round, and he got the second round. I just felt like his points were more convincing there, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just different from other people, but I thought H from the UK got the third round. I thought he won this debate. I thought maybe I don't know. Maybe it's recency bias for a lot of people. But I thought in this debate, I thought H from the UK won. But that's just my opinion. I thought he did a better job, and especially in that first and third round.
You must like the British accent, man. Like I'm saying Mac Def won, bro.
No,
even I'm saying it though.
I don't think because I didn't hear. I just didn't hear enough about the individuality of Chris Paul. Maybe I missed something, but I thought you won that one.
Okay.
If I'm being honest, I thought you won it.
But Lamar, just to give a little counter to that, I think what he tried to use was that, the skill set, which is like Chris Paul's identity is kind of more of a point guard, which is to raise the level of the teammates, things of that nature. So his individual skill is kind of like the team dynamic. You get what I mean? Like maximizing guys like Tyson Chandler, things of that, raising the floor of the team. That's his skill set as an individual, and that brings on, you know what I mean? It helps the team. So I think I get your point. I see what you're saying. Like you didn't hear the specifics of individuality, but I think the team floor raising is what is the skill set that he was trying to highlight, if that makes sense.
And see, and Tracy Steele, because Tracy Steele would have been the tie-breaking vote. He said he had it 2-1 H for the UK too.
Oh wow, better than what I thought, man.
Okay.
I mean, I'm telling, like, I was trying, and I know it was H from the UK's first debate. I don't know, man. Maybe, like I said, maybe I'm missing something that other people heard, but that's why we had these votes. We had these votes like this because it's about what everybody thinks, not just one person. But let me hear from all y'all. Let me hear from everybody else.
Salute Natalie in the chat. I'm crying tears of joy too, man. My first debate with love.
I thought it was close, man. I thought it was close. I thought H from the UK made some valid points, man. I thought he could have got on how Chris Paul is the teammates don't like him. He has trouble with veterans. He has trouble with veterans. They don't like his demeanor. They don't like how he tries to hold people accountable and don't hold himself accountable. Those type of things been well documented. So I thought he could have got on that a little more. But I thought he did a good job. It was a close debate. I gave it to MacDef. I gave it to MacDef 2-1, but I thought it was a close debate.
Can I ask a quick question to everybody? Was I think it was 2019. Was the Blazers really the 3rd seed and Westbrook was the 6th seed?
Yes, and I was actually going to bring that up. So technically, UK, he could have rebutted you with a challenge because you did say that Portland was the 6th seed, but OKC was in Portland. They were the highest seed.
I thought Dame tried to carry that team. OKC was 6 with Paul George in them.
Yeah, they was no. So what happened was like the second half of that season, Paul George was having some issues with his shoulder. Yeah, exactly. Right. And then they started to dip off in the standings a little bit.
He didn't have his tree, man.
But he didn't rebut on me on the first one because I got nervous. That's why I slipped up.
Yeah, when you, I was
yeah,
thinking,
I'm not going to. You had to, man. You had to give me a renege on that. I didn't throw the flag on you, nigga.
I said, throw the flag.
I was throwing the flag on you, the last one.
Oh, you was gonna hate.
Yo, I had to steal that, man. I had to steal.
Yeah, to steal around. I didn't steal around from you.
Like MacDef, that would have been a nasty flag, man. That would have been a nasty.
Man, I didn't throw the flag on here, so you feel me? Yeah. We even now. We even. No, good debate though. This was his first debate.
Good debate.
I had to rope with Dope and everything. It was good.
To what, Mac?
Mac, that was a W tactic. I see what you was doing. Like you was able to go with the team concept and kind of like show that the empty production from Russell Westbrook didn't equate to winning as much. So sticking to that point, I think, is what really helped you. You know what I mean? Like the floor raising and the success of the team, it helped for sure.
Yeah, because I even said from the beginning, I said Westbrook is CP3 is the better point guard. Right. Westbrook's the better player. That's why I highlighted stats. But again, for sure. I can't debate that, man. You done your thing, man. Like, we just have to. I'm just gonna have to do my research, man, and get like Mars and be at Encyclopedia or something like that.
Encyclopedia. Complete recall.
Trust me, but who's got time for that though, man? Mars doesn't sleep.
How's he the better player?
I
thought you could have went with more versatility with Westbrook because you could have been like Westbrook could play on ball and off the ball. He's a nightmare problem defensively because who can really guard Westbrook like that? Like who do you put on?
I do. Plenty of dudes nowadays.
Well, now
when he said that Westbrook is a better floor raiser for everybody, I do agree with that. Westbrook,
man, hell no.
For the most part,
no, he is.
Yeah,
because he's not better than Chris Paul.
And the reason why is outside of Russell's time with the Lakers, he's been a floor raiser with every single team he's been on.
Thank you.
He makes a lot of mistakes though. He makes a lot.
He does.
Floor raiser, Wizards to the 7th.
Floor raiser though, he takes teams to places they weren't supposed to go.
Yeah, he does. He definitely
did. So hold on. So who
had Paul George playing at MVP level when he played with James Harden? A lot of people don't remember in the bubble that year, the Rockets were one of the team's favorite to win it all. That was one of Russ's best years playing alongside James Harden, averaging like 27 a game. And then he stopped shooting threes. He was making mid-range shots. And people remember if he didn't get hurt in the playoffs in the round before, because he was playing hurt against the Lakers. He really wasn't supposed to have been playing, but A lot of people forget, man. Like he had that Rockets team. Potentially, if they get to the finals, they probably get a championship. But
yeah,
they wouldn't beat.
I think in different style of play, their careers are very similar. Actually, when you talk about them floor raising, but then not being able to get it done in the playoffs, even when they had good teams. You know what I'm saying? So their careers are similar.
Yeah, I got them. Like I said, as all-time point guards, like I got them both like around. To me, I got them both around like 8, 9, and 10 range. I would have took either or. If he would have chose Chris Paul, I would have went with Westbrook. Quick, I think they vastly similar in a career.
Yeah, maybe I should have went with.
That's crazy how you can make a case for both of them. That is crazy.
That's why, but they both all-time great, man.
Yeah,
they played. They solidified the best point guard era. Them two, they a part of that. The 2010s.
So, quick question, fellas. And there's a question to the panel. What would you think was more impressive? What CP3 did with OKC or what Russ did with the Wizards?
CP3.
CP3.
I say CP3.
I say OKC because nobody had them making the playoffs.
It was done. It was done.
Look what
they was barbecue chicken too.
Yeah, with
and didn't they win a playoff series too?
Yeah.
Nah.
No,
they
lost.
Against the Rockets. They went 7 against the Rockets. Yeah.
Okay.
They won 7, but they wasn't supposed to sniff the playoffs.
Right.
Everybody wrote them
That's
off.
what it was. Lamar, it was so competitive that you thought maybe they snuck a game. snuck a series. Like it was very competitive.
Yeah, Chris Paul, I give him that one. That was not supposed to happen that year.
If they had one of them challenges, they might have took the whole series.
Oh man, that was crazy.
But that was a good debate, though, for sure. That was definitely.
That was a good debate. Yeah, especially they didn't have no prep time. They just got to it.
That's what's up. That's super fire, man.
That's right.
Hold them to the fire, man. Salute.
That's not my strength, man. I can't, man. I have a tough time just reciting all these years of playoff. What happened this playoff. I got to really look it up, man. I'm getting old. That dementia kicking in.
I know that was hard, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Dementia, Alzheimer's, Jesus Christ. Nah, but UK, that was a good debate, though. I'm not gonna lie. The only thing, me personally, I would have not harped on so much in the first round was his likability as a player. I would have just stuck to just what Westbrook, his versatility, whether it's him on the offensive end, him being an elite playmaker, an elite slasher, just the way that he can get to the rim at an elite level. I just think that they'll deal with just certain things you want to attack on. But as far as him being likable as a player, in terms of just who's better, me personally, I just couldn't go that route.
I hear you, man. But you know what, when you freestyling and you just because at the end of the day,
no doubt.
Nah, when we first done it, we went through about I think it was about 4 players and we all agreed on the same player. So I thought, when the Westbrook and CP3 came on, I thought, let's just pick someone so we can get the debate. And I think Matt Def was saying the same thing. Right. So you basically you're just going at it from the top of the head. And I think Lamont's always said it, 2 minutes is a long time, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's a long time, man.
For sure.
I got a question for you, Audio.
Yeah.
Now go ahead, context.
Go.
I was gonna ask the panel real quick. Do y'all think that Westbrook is the best rebounding guard ever to ever play? The best rebounding guard.
Could be, man. It's either him or Fat Lever for me.
I was gonna bring him up. Okay.
I wouldn't get mad if somebody gave that to him. I could dig it. I could dig it.
I wouldn't give any pushback towards that. I think Jason Kidd is a great rebounding guard too. But I think you can give it to Westbrook.
Yeah.
He's better than J Kidd in my eyes, man. He's better than J Kidd.
Better than J Kidd. Better than Magic. Better. Yeah. He's up there. I would say he's probably number 1.
Yeah, because I don't even think Magic would be playing point guard in this era. I think he'd be a power forward or some shit.
Who, Magic?
Oh, in this era, yeah.
I think he'd be a power forward or a center. Dead ass. I really do.
Where did they put Ben Simmons? Did they put him at point?
Yeah, he was at point.
Yeah, they put him at point, man.
Yeah, why do you
bringing the ball up?
That is true. It all depends, though, man. But at the same time, though, with Ben Simmons, they did have to make a decision what position he did play, though. To be fair,
the thing about
I'm curious as what's your mindset towards that? What makes you think that he wouldn't be able to transcend as a point guard here?
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying he wouldn't be able to transcend.
Okay.
I just think with how the game is played today, that's where he would have been positioned. It's not that I don't think that he could do it. Like, obviously, in any era, Magic's one of the better passers. I just feel like in today's game, they will probably have him lining up at forward and stuff because he ain't going to be out there guarding the Steph Currys and the John.
He wasn't doing that, but he wasn't right. But he wasn't guarding those guys even back then anyway, though. So I think it's all about schemes you play with. I mean, I think he still played point guard. Of course, he had been playing more. I'm versatile with how the game is there. He may have been playing more center in this day's game or power forward at this time, but I mean, he's still been playing point guard.
Yeah, and in this area, it's really a lot of teams running a whole bunch of big wing forwards anyway. So he really is kind of positionless. They would have had it's really more like a positionless type of game. So he would have just been handling the ball as a big wing. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Who you talking about?
Magic Johnson.
And the thing I like about him more than Ben Simmons at the point is Magic is going to hit his free throws, at least for the most part.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You're going to attack matchups too.
Here's a quick question, man. Why does everyone have Magic all time?
For me, I have him like 6. Just outside the top 5, if not in the top 5. It depends on what day you ask me, bro.
Okay.
I got Magic Johnson 7. I got Magic Johnson 7 all the time.
Yeah, I got him at 7 as well. I got him 7.
Okay.
That's where I got him. Yeah, right in that range, 7, 8.
That's not crazy. Yeah.
Okay, you guys seem like
I got
some
him 6.
knowledgeable
That's just me
ballers,
personally.
man. Because anytime I hear someone say they've got in top 5, I just think that's a bit too high, man. Just for the fact when you actually look at the players he actually played with, man. Like
it's crazy.
It wasn't even just that though. You add that. I mean,
but is it too crazy to think that Steph Curry's better than Magic?
I think Steph Curry's better than Magic.
It is kind of crazy though, in my opinion though.
No, Magic.
Hold on. But I'll say this.
I just say this. Steph is the better player. Magic had the better career. That's what I'm saying.
I don't even think Magic had the better career.
I don't agree with that because I feel though Magic Johnson was elite in other areas of the game than Steph Curry.
I feel you on
that. Right. I got Magic over Curry personally.
Right, like Curry can only play a couple. Curry only can play a couple different ways though. Magic can play like so. We just talked about Magic how in different areas where he could make it been a point forward or a point guard or whatever. Yeah,
but it's still just point guard though. It's still just controlling the pace.
Right, don't get to it. We seen Steph Curry play that traditional point guard role per se. He wasn't successful. He wasn't at his best.
But you never seen somebody need to be picked up from half court either.
Me personally, I would need another MVP season from Curry or another ring before I could just put Magic in the ring.
But that also go with longevity too, though.
One more ring.
Magic.
One more ring.
Steph unanimous. Magic can't say that.
That's true.
Even with
he shouldn't have been the first one.
Even with Kareem declining and even without Kareem, Magic Johnson still led great offenses and made deep playoff runs on the strength of his game. So I still put him up a little bit above Steph Curry. That's my opinion.
I feel you on that.
I feel like he only edges Curry out because of the nostalgia and the career achievement.
Man, I was born in '94.
Don't do that, Lamont.
Steph Curry's the only player to average over 30 points and be with and have 50, 40, 90 or 40, 50, 90.
50, 40, 90. You had it right.
Yeah.
And that's cool. That's cool. That's why Steph's top 10. I just don't got him top 6 or 7 yet. But he close. He probably going to be there by the time it's all said and done.
I do have a question though, and I want to preface this to Lamar first since he made the statement. So, do you feel like if Magic was on any other team during that time instead of the Lakers, you feel like he wouldn't replicate the same type of impact that we saw on the Lakers, or you feel like the team complemented him so well? Because I think Steph, unfortunately, didn't come out the gate as hot as Magic did, and I think Steph was able to build through the help of his teammates, things like that. I think that Steph's game kind of was able to be.
Magic both runners up for Rookie of the Year.
No,
Yeah, they were.
Y'all be disingenuous about Steph, bro. Steph was killing him before all this.
Steph was nice.
All
He
the
just
Steve
couldn't
Kerr
stay
stuff. He
healthy.
been
His
killing
first
him.
4 years. His first
No,
4 years, he just couldn't stay healthy. That was it.
Here, I'll put it to
He
you
was
like
still a
this.
great player.
The answer, you can answer it like this. So let's say, this is a hypothetical, obviously, but let's say the Cleveland Cavaliers they aren't the dumbest organization in basketball history in trading their draft picks, right? And let's say the Cavs say, we're going to draft Magic Johnson.
Right.
And so you got Magic Johnson on a Cleveland Cavalier team, and I'll tell you the roster.
They're still going to be good.
No, okay. And all right. Well, I'm going to tell you the roster. We're going to see. This is who his team would have been. He would have had Bill Laimbeer. He would have had Mike Bratz, Matt Calvin, Kenny Carr, Don Ford, Kim Hughes.
Oh, never mind.
Jeff Hudson, Walter Jordan.
Chill, Tyson.
Chad Nitch.
I got the wrong era, bro. Nah, hell no.
And then you top the roster off with Jerome Whitehead and Richard Washington. Okay, so now we throw Magic into that. Now this is a team without Magic. They were one of the worst teams in the league at 28 and 54.
Oh man, Magic might have been out of the league if he went to that team.
Man,
oh wow,
he might have quit. He might have called it quits, man. He might have hung it up.
Tyson, what you was thinking about Mark Price, them?
That was a little bit. I was thinking. I didn't think they had Mark Price yet, but I thought they had some better players than that. God dog.
Yeah, like people around.
Elo was there. You thought Elo was there? It's all right, maybe
Somebody, god damn.
But you must have thought D. Mitchell's there.
D. Mitchell. I thought they had D. Mitchell. Somebody.
Bill Laimbeer would have been the number 2 guy.
Man, yeah, I didn't know they was that bad. God dog.
Nah, you know what the funny thing is? They would have.
Who was their GM? God dog.
Yeah, the coach would have played Magic at the 4 as well. He wouldn't have made him run point because I think the Lakers done that in the first year.
He played too.
That is interesting. Do you think that other teams, no matter what, like would have said, "Yo, you know what? Let him play point." You know what I mean? Because it takes a certain type of coach. Like certain coaches, they kind of say,
"Y'all know that he didn't even start his first couple of years in LA. He wasn't even a point."
Exactly.
Right. It was Norm, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was Norm Nixon.
They were squadded up though, bro. God dog, they had a squad.
That was a juggernaut.
That was a juggernaut. So Magic came into an all-time great scenario, bro. It don't get much better than that.
So with
Jamal Wills, Norm
hearing
Nixon.
that, do y'all give Curry his amount of credit that you think he deserves, even though he was playing with KD?
I
knowing
think
that
giving
Magic
him
played
top
with
10 is giving him enough credit. I think me saying that is enough credit.
Yo,
I don't believe so. He ain't not no top 10.
Yo, when?
I don't know. When I hear people put Magic
you gotta have about 11, 12.
at 3 or 4, that's crazy.
I don't even like Steph Curry.
I'm not mad at 11, 12. Anything below that.
He top 15, but
that's hate.
Before KD, he went after KD.
I mean, I'll be fine with top 15, but I think he's top 10 though.
But when I think about the history of the game and what he's accomplished, he has to be top 10. And like I said,
He friends top 10. Man.
But with what he's done, he has to be top 10, bro.
To have that type of impact with his size and stature, you know what I'm saying? You know, you ain't see nobody win.
AI was influential too.
He was, but he wasn't.
He wasn't winning though, true.
Yo, Lamont.
Y'all brought that into play.
What up, George?
AI had to.
Hey man, one of your lanes put me in timeout, man. In the chat, I was having
fun. He said he was having fun.
Hey George, you don't think the bubble ring count, bro?
No, it don't count, bro. I keep telling y'all, Lamont, three seasons of the NBA didn't count because they didn't play a full season.
Hey George, let me ask you.
Hold on. Lamont, let me get this off. Before the Lakers won that thing in the bubble, when you went back and Google and researched NBA championships, the Spurs had an asterisk by their championship. Somehow they done took it away. I don't know when they did it, but the Spurs had an asterisk because that was the strike year.
You feel that way about 2012 too?
I feel that way.
Hold on, George.
You feel that way? You feel that way about 2012?
George, let's find out.
It's gone now. It's gone. I told you it's gone.
But what do you mean by
George.
asterisk?
Do any
asterisk
NBA teams
games?
have
I'm
an
just not gonna
asterisk?
count a ring though. Like,
Man, I ain't thinking about iRobot, man.
Bring up that chat box. Yo,
This nigga, I think FYF be making life.
chat box.
FYF be making life decisions based off this motherfucking chat GPT, man.
Hold on, y'all.
You nasty, Lamont.
Here's the question right here. Here's the question. Do any NBA teams have
You know they'll do that.
have an asterisk next to their championship?
It's
Let's
Stephanie
find out.
Wifey material. It's Stephanie Wifey material, chat GPT.
Here's the answer.
Say yes.
Here it is. Hold on, George might be right. It says there are certain instances in NBA history where fans and analysts have debated the legitimacy of championships or attached asterisks to them. However, it is important to note that these discussions are subjective and opinions may vary. It says at the end, it basically says ultimately the perception of asterisks or doubt surrounding championships is subjective, and it often depends on the individual opinion and biases. NBA history is filled with remarkable teams and players who overcome challenges to win their titles. And while some debates may persist, the achievements of these teams remain significant within the context of the sport. So, unfortunately, George.
Unfortunately, there was an asterisk by that championship. They took it away. And I'm telling you where it was.
Just because you don't like it, you can't take the ring away.
No, bro, yes, they did, because it was a strike year. It wasn't a full season.
There's no championship that ever had an asterisk by it, though. It's a championship.
It does.
Yes, to the fans, but not to the NBA, though.
No, but
what you mean to the NBA? That's something that happened in NBA history.
No, but if you want
what are you saying?
There's no physical asterisk really by the championship.
If you
what is your logic?
That's okay. No.
That don't like if there was going to be an asterisk by the championship, bro. Like, why would they even have a championship? That would not.
It was all about the money, son. It was all just like the bubble ship. The bubble ship was about the money. It wasn't about nobody else. But the owners get paid.
NBA did legitimize themselves by putting an asterisk by it.
George, they saying you got exposed by ChatGPT, man.
No, I doubt it. No, iRobot just told you it was an asterisk, and then it explained why they took it away.
iRobot, you know.
Tell me I'm lying. It explained to you. It explained to you that it was. Then it explained to you why it took it away.
But George, do you consider?
Hold on, y'all. I didn't read this part.
There you go again.
This is what it says. It says, it's worth noting that asterisks or doubts about championships can arise in various circumstances, such as injuries to key players on opposing teams, controversial officiating decisions, or other unforeseen circumstances. However, the NBA championships are officially recognized by the league, and the teams that win them are considered legitimate champions. So they're basically saying you could put an asterisk next to a team that, if injuries happen and they win, like with the Toronto Raptors and the Warriors. So is that not legitimate because all of the Warriors?
No, Lamont, that ain't exactly what I said. And I told you, iRobot, you can keep going back to it all you want to. Exactly what happened. I said there was, before the bubble ship, before all this was going on and went down, if you looked it up, the Spurs had an asterisk by their championship. Now all of a sudden it's gone. The asterisk was there to remind people that was the strike year.
Hold on. So that means, because according to ChatGPT, if you put an asterisk, that means you got to take another championship away from LeBron, because it says right here, it says another example is 2011-2012. It says the NBA, where the Miami Heat won the championship. It says some critics argue that the lockout shortened season and subsequent compacted schedule may have affected the overall competition and quality of play.
Yeah, I keep telling you, they stopped doing things.
Do you take that one away too, George?
What did it say? A shortened season, right?
Do you take it away?
This says short season, right?
But George, you didn't know about that until Chat.
I sure didn't. I told you I'm not a stat boy. I don't do that. I forget things.
Oh, nah,
I'm
George,
58 years old, bro.
You're showing yourself up, man.
No, I'm not. There were certain things that was down inside the history that was marked, and all of a sudden they're not there no more.
I'm saying, where did you see the mark?
Asterisk just there to explain that it was a shortened season?
Right. I don't think it was like a knock on it. I think it was
so in 07, hold on. According to ChatGPT, that means in 07, when Larry Hughes got hurt, we can't count that loss against LeBron James because of the injury.
No, now you change it. No, now you changing it. Now you change it. I robot changing it. Nope. I always told you from the beginning, if it's not a regular season, it doesn't count.
When Kyrie
it was a money grab.
When Kyrie and Kevin
it was a money grab. You guys don't want to admit it. The owners wanted them to play so they can get their money off of television revenue.
But did
That's
somebody
a fact.
get a ring though?
We all agree with that. But
that's what I'm saying. That don't count because everybody didn't play in the bubble and everything else. The short and the strike year. And the strike year. Lamont, how many games did they play in the strike year?
That didn't count.
That's not what I asked, man.
George, what do you want me to ask ChatGPT, man?
How many games did they play no, don't ask our robot nothing.
How about that? They played enough games to win the ring that year. How about that?
What you say?
They played enough games to win the ring that year. How about that?
They always gonna say they played enough games because that's the NBA. But they're not telling the truth on why they made them play.
The NBA make a lot of decisions off of money, George. That don't make it.
That's what I'm saying. So why are you guys? So why are you guys accepting the bubble when you know it was not a natural regular season?
There was winners and losers, man.
Right.
Yeah,
but they all suited up. They played, and the best team won.
No.
The conditions were the same for every team. The conditions were the same for every team. They played it out, and the best team won.
You're not traveling back and forth. There's no fans.
Okay, but all the teams did that, George. All the teams had the same circumstances.
Playoff run, bro. That shit was garbage.
Same circumstances.
George, my question
it was hot garbage.
Hold on, George. My question would then be, if the Miami Heat were able to upset the Lakers, would that championship not count for Jimmy Butler, and that loss would count for LeBron?
No.
Hell yeah, it would.
You'd be up here.
No, to you all are fanboys and you don't want to see what they actually show you.
What?
Oh, tell them again, George. Tell them again.
What are you talking about?
Let me ask you a question. Is the step back and the Euro step traveling?
What does that have to do with what we
way. I'm just asking you a question. I'm just asking you a question.
Yo, answer the question, man.
I ask you a question. Is the step back and the Euro step traveling?
No.
The step back is the Euros, no.
Okay. Lamont, I rest my case. Lamont,
no way.
Step back in the Euro traveling. You a coach.
Point off that.
You a coach, Lamont.
You know they were doing Euro step so long ago.
Got the answer for you right
Euros,
now.
no.
What that even mean?
He's basically saying if you think none of them are traveling, it shows how you view the game, because in his day those moves would have been.
But they had people doing Euro step in the 70s.
George, get out of here, bro. The Euro step didn't start to Ginobili.
George.
How?
This don't got
says it right here.
That's cap. Ginobili is the first person to do Euro step.
George, it says overall, it says the step back jumper and the Euro step are considered legal moves in the NBA. As long as they're executed with
that's 0-2, George. That's
okay. You know what, man? Hold on, time out.
Got you in the hills right now.
I'm gonna bust y'all bubble right now. Lamont, you remember when the referees had strike and they brought in the NCAA refs to ref the game? You remember that?
Yeah. Yo, George, quit while you're behind, man.
Actually, Lamont, do any of y'all remember that?
Well, what now?
When the NBA referees went on strike and they brought in the NCAA referees to ref the games.
What happened? What happened next?
Do you remember that?
They was calling a lot of travels.
They was calling traveling and that thing all over the place. So what makes you think that if the officials in the NCAA was called the act, they didn't change their rules not too, but if they was calling the right rules back then on them NBA players, what would they be doing with them rules right now?
So are you asking the question? Is the NBA relaxed on the travel call?
The NBA relaxed on one.
They've been relaxed on the travel call. I agree with that.
Money.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But at the same time, it's the same for every player. So still, the winner is the winner.
There you go.
What does that have to do with competition?
You said the NBA relaxes everything on what they want to make money.
Well, say you don't like the NBA then, bruh.
I do like the NBA, but I just don't like when y'all don't see what they actually put in front of you.
But that doesn't have to do with it.
You have no beef. You have no rest.
Yeah, but that
you guys rah 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 and cheer. But when they out there doing all this traveling and walking, Giannis charging. No, man, come on, bro.
You want me to jump?
What are y'all watching?
George, you sounding like an old head right now, man.
I ain't sound like no old head.
I know you an old head, but that's like, when they started dunking and the old people, those hippity hoppity niggers up there dunking, we got to change the rules. That's what you sound like right now, bro.
Nah, bro, that's because y'all too young to realize how the game was played the right way. And they start changing the rules to make money.
That's the exact thing they said. That's what they said. That's not how the game is played. That's not the right way to play the game, dunking and all that stuff. That's what the same shit they said, George.
No, bro. Come on.
They've been doing Euro steps.
Who's your favorite player?
Hey, y'all, here's the question I'm going to ask ChatGPT. Is George,
who's your favorite player?
Is George Mr.
Kobe Bryant?
Kobe Bryant used to palm the ball.
I didn't say nothing. I didn't disagree with him either, did I?
It's 2002 in asterisk because the refs helped the Lakers win.
According to George,
don't start that, bro.
According to George, none of what we saw actually.
Don't help, bro. The refs help everybody who I told the NBA does what the NBA wants to do.
So Kobe doesn't have it. So Kobe loses a ring, is what you're saying.
They help more than Kobe. They help Jordan. They help more. They help some of everybody.
Oh, damn. ChatGPT trying to violate you. Violate your
they help Giannis. They help Giannis. They help everybody.
So they help everybody.
I'm not feeling that answer.
You got no manners, bro.
So every ring has an asterisk.
Let me ask you a question.
No, that's what it said about George. It says it is possible that George is not a widely known individual.
You can say what you want to say, Lamont. You and your robot, y'all know what y'all can do with each other.
He said you.
Just like my man told you, you was liking his motherfucking British accent, and you ain't say nothing.
Oh man,
no, he didn't. He didn't.
I thought he won the debate. Don't get mad.
No, he did, but did he tell you that or not?
He said that.
Okay, but you got on me. You ain't say pause. You ain't say nothing. You just sat there and took it. You must have blushed. I don't know, bro. You tell me.
Hey, George. When AI came into the league with his crossover, did you think that was carrying or traveling?
No, he was carrying.
He was carrying, right?
Traveling. Yeah, he palming the ball. Yeah.
You didn't like that, right?
So he couldn't do that at Georgetown, could he?
Georgia, old Bob Cousy.
He couldn't do that at Georgetown, could he?
Hell yeah, he was doing that shit at Georgetown. You better watch.
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here.
That nigga was crossing people over at Georgetown.
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro.
You better watch the tape.
I don't know what you was watching.
I was watching Georgetown. What was the shooting guard name? What was the other guard name? He was nice too.
I don't know what you was watching.
Well, you see, you wasn't watching. You don't know the other player, the other little guard they had. What was the name? What was the name, George?
3, George. That's only 3, George.
So what you saying? AI wait to get to the NBA to do that crossover?
Remember that team either?
I can't remember.
You don't remember that Georgetown team? It was nasty, bro.
You guys,
what was his name? Paige Lamont. What was his name?
I know they didn't win. I know they didn't win.
No, they didn't win.
The Spurs won though.
I know
The
that.
Heat won though.
Lamont, you remember you remember the shooting guard from Georgetown when the AI was there?
I'm about to figure it out.
I know. See, Lamont don't even know. So not what you got to say.
Lamont, come on, man.
Chat GPT time.
But that just show I was watching, bro. I was watching, bro. Oh, there it is, George. There it is.
What you talking about?
There it is, George.
Run it back. Look.
Come here,
George, man.
Apologize to George.
I can't see that.
Apology, bro.
That's too small. I can't see that.
Your
I can see it.
Hold on. Let's make it bigger for George. Let me run it back. He missed it.
Yeah, run it back.
Man, I won 2 debates today, man. Put me up another win for Chat GPT, man.
You gotta go with the power rankings, Todd? You gotta go with the power rankings?
Put that on the power ranking, Lamont.
Put George on the power rankings, man.
Hey.
What was the shooting guard name, man? He was raw too.
Yeah, that boy Iverson was cold, man.
Iverson was nasty, bro. Iverson was so nasty.
That 2-step dunk, man. Doing that at 5'9" or 5'10".
Banging on niggas, man. Iverson was raw.
Bro,
You gotta love AI, man. Watch it. Oh, AI bring back nostalgia from when you was younger, man. And he was just
show him palming the ball, like you said at Georgetown when he was palming the ball when he was in the NBA.
Nah, he wasn't palming.
You want to put an
I'm just saying.
Whole career just because of
Wait a minute, bro. That crossover right there was so tight. I don't think he was palming the ball.
No.
Show that first one again, man. He ain't see it. You didn't see that?
Yeah, the first one was crazy.
Hold on.
He saw it.
All right, now, hold on, wait a minute. Now show the one where he did Jordan and show the way he palmed the ball.
That was worse than the one he did in Jordan. That was worse.
That one was worse, Kyle.
No, it's not. He swung the ball way out wide.
The ball's up to his ear.
Because you watching it from the side angle. The Jordan one was from the top angle, bro.
That crossover is tighter. That crossover is tighter.
It's the same. It's wide, just like the Jordan one. Wide, just like the same.
That's more of a Hardaway crossover than when he started doing it.
Hardaway was always in the shoulders. He was never outside the shoulders.
That is not Timmy.
What?
Hardaway was always in the shoulders.
Come on, bro, man. Come on, man. Oh my
I give it to you. I give it to you, George. I'm gonna agree with you. I said the Chicago one was a little more nasty, though. I'm gonna agree with you.
No, the only reason why the Chicago one was nasty because he hit him twice in the same.
He hit him twice, but he got a little under the ball a little bit, though. I give it to George a little bit. I'm a
come on, man. Y'all just watch it, act like y'all don't see it.
No, I give it to you. Show that if you. I don't know if you can show that on here, but that Michael one, he got a little under the ball a little bit. That one was more. He swung it. He swung it a little bit, but he didn't get under the ball like he did against Michael, though. I keep it a buck.
That crossover is much more tighter.
It's not much more tighter, man.
It is.
It's not much more.
I wouldn't say tighter. He swung the ball.
Lamont, man. Lamont, get your cheerleaders, bro. Get your cheerleaders, man.
I tried to agree with you a little bit, bro. I'm
talking about you, bro. I'm talking about the other one that kept talking.
Man,
nah, that shit the
same. I'm just talking about what I see, bro.
Well, you need some Google glasses, bro. Straight up.
Glasses, bro.
That's ChatGPT if that was a care.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
That shit was the same.
You bugging.
No, it's not Tim Hardaway though. Tim Hardaway was real.
Tim Hardaway had a
tight
tight
little crossover.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, tight. It was quick.
That one right there was more like Tim Hardaway.
What are you looking at?
Tim Hardaway gave you the tween in the cross. He gave you the little tween cross. Bam. Quick. Yeah, it was a complete. Yeah.
Oh,
Iverson's was completely different.
Get out of here, Don.
Tim's was hit. That one he just did, he's showing was more like Tim Hardaway. I didn't say exactly. Did I say exactly like Tim Hardaway? I said more like Tim Hardaway.
I gotta disagree with you on that one.
Tim don't do them type of crossovers. I don't know how you saying
Tim
like
don't do that type of crossover. He gave you the tween cross real quick.
The only reason Jordan got his ankles crossed is because Iverson carried.
I ain't gonna call it a carry because they didn't call it, but he gave him a watch it.
Jordan almost blocked the shot.
Come here, Jordan.
Come here. Get this snatch real quick. Get this snatch. What?
Jordan.
Yeah.
No, what you say?
No, it was the same. It was the same. I'm wrong. It was the same. I'm wrong. It was the same. Yep. I'm wrong. It was the same. It was the same. It was the same. I was wrong.
When he put that ball in that left hand, what was that ball at?
It's the same crossover.
The same one.
It was the same one.
You can see his hands still when he crosses.
Swings it out wide, bro.
Yeah, I thought he got under the
Look, you
ball.
can see his hand on top, on side of the ball.
When he put that ball in his left hand, he's cuffing that ball.
Bro, look at his left hand. Look at his left hand. The ball is, you can still see his hand. It's on the side of the ball.
No, it's not.
He didn't put his
Oh
hand
my God, what is you looking at?
Look, man, when he put that ball in his left hand, bro, where's that ball at, man? Stop lying to yourself, bro.
I tried to ride with you, man. You got me cooked, bro.
Man, you cooked yourself.
We both remember nothing. I don't know why you try to trust his memory.
From another angle. We're gonna look at it from another angle, hopefully.
Man, when he put that ball in his left hand, watch where the wrist of the ball in his hand is at. Y'all crazy, man. What's wrong with y'all?
George, how you see it anyway?
George got a different type of LASIK, boy.
Man, I remember it.
Oh, come on, man.
No, my God, you going off memory? That's worse.
Look at this. Look at this. His hand is not under the ball.
Now when he bring it, his hand is palming the ball. His wrist is over the ball.
No, it's not, man.
Nah, George.
Man, y'all crazy, bro.
Same crossover, George. It was the same,
Jordan
bro.
had to look.
It was, man. I ain't gonna argue about it no more. Y'all won. I quit. Y'all won. Y'all can't see. When he put that ball in his left hand, that ball is in his wrist. Right?
He said right.
Y'all crazy, man. His hands ain't big enough, bro.
What
about his hands not big enough? What are you saying?
Yo, Lamont, man, you need to give this guy a wage, man. He's giving comedy, man. He's giving comedy.
His hands are not big enough.
Jordan locking up, though.
He stayed in front.
Yeah,
his hands not big enough. That ball is in his wrist.
That's a bucket. Oh, that's not Jordan. That's not Jordan. That's not Jordan. Yeah, ready, bro. Yeah,
hell, man, y'all yelling out, bro.
Obviously, had one of the dopest handles of all time. I'm not putting
that Jeb Bushler
just because Jordan.
Jeb Bushler gets cooked.
Giving it to Bushler.
Yeah, Bushler just a cone right there.
Stay mad, man.
Oh, Pip. That's
that Pippen getting cooked.
Don't let Pippen get it too. Oh, by you. He just blew the layup.
Nah,
Iverson
went up, man. He went up my rank.
What did Kobe say about AI?
That he had to study sharks to guard him.
Nope, he said if AI was 6'6" or 6'7", we all in trouble.
He had Kobe watching.
That's exactly what he said.
You've been disrespecting AI this entire time.
All right, y'all. Look, we got to shut this one down, man. We got to shut it down, man. That's why.
Yo, man, that was a good comedy hour, man.
I'm not telling him I left that video in the private chat.
Hold on, what video?
About them Euro steps. He's saying that what they weren't doing.
Oh yeah, no, I think we did a entire live about that.
Let me ask you a question. If you drag that foot, you traveling, ain't you?
No.
Oh my God!
Asterisk, man.
You have one foot that's established for a reason, bro.
Once it depends on once you establish.
Right. What do you mean? It depends.
That's the only foot that can't move.
Oh,
you can't drag the pivot foot, not the other foot.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
George, man, you made this whole chat right now, man.
Okay. Okay.
You're a legend.
Okay.
You're a legend.
It used to be from 1.5 to 2, and now they took it to 3.
Stop it, man.
So now you tell me. Well, Lamont, help me out, bro. If you're a true basketball player,
the NBA's always been 2.5 steps. The NBA's always been 2.5.
In fairness, they changed the language though, right, Lamont? They changed it to like a gather. They added a gather step.
It went from 1.5 to 2. Now
they added a gather. In the verbiage
of changes as time goes on, George. That's life. Can't just put an asterisk on everything every time you get mad.
Yeah, I ain't say put an asterisk on it. We talking about traveling and Euro steps.
Well, look, George, we're gonna have to pick up this conversation another day, man. We got to shut this one down, man.
Yeah, you did your
I
thing,
hear you,
Joe.
bro. But hey,
You
man,
did
hey,
your
man,
thing.
but get your guys with the wrenches, man, for putting me in timeout, bro. I was having fun in the chat. I wasn't even gonna come on. I think that was 30 with his 16-year woo woo woo. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think it was 30.
I got locked up. They won't let me out.
All right, I'll check. I'll
Won't
get
let
on it
me
for you,
out.
George. I got you.
I was
man.
having fun, man. I ain't say nothing wrong.
Oh man, that was
Hey,
fun.
salute to you, Lamar. But tell Chance stop ducking me, bro.
All right, when I
appreciate
see him again, man, I got to get on him because I thought he was gonna be here.
It's
For
too
that
much talking for all this ghost
Hey,
action, man. I was ready to
one.
knock
That
his
is
head
wild.
off.
Hey, Tyson, we got to get you another heavy hitter, man.
give me a heavy hitter, man. I just want to thank you for the opportunity, man. I love the platform, man. I love basketball and talking this stuff. So, man, I appreciate you letting me get it off, man. Salute to you, brother.
Yep. Sturdy or
Yeah, man.
ticket.
For real,
I'll try to
Lamar,
get ticket
man.
back.
I like
Will
your
y'all
stuff, man.
please do Barkley versus the mailman?
It's a
That's
good
a good
You
debate.
gonna debate it, George?
That's a good one.
No, I want one. I told you I'm not a stat boy. I want y'all. I want to hear this.
What was the topic?
Barkley versus the mailman.
That's a great one. That's a great one,
Very good
actually.
debate.
Yeah, that's a great one.
I
Who
want
you
to hear
got,
the first
George?
lie.
Who
I
you
want to
got?
hear the first lie. I just
Who
want to
you
hear the
got?
first lie.
Oh, okay.
Huh? That's all. If somebody bring up there's something that's not true.
I'm waiting to see how these challenge facts plan out because I feel like in the future it can get nasty with the challenges. And
They get nasty, Lamar. You can't. Yeah, I don't think you're going to change that because if it ain't nothing, detrimental to the conversation, man. Like old boy said, USC, he gonna lose the whole round because he said USC. I don't like that, bro. That's crazy.
Hey, it makes it fun though because now you have you on eggshells wondering.
Yeah, man. I'll be scared to talk.
Because I was like, if Mac Def see what Tyson typed in the chat, I said he might throw the flag.
That's Steph Curry over Akeem all time.
I mean, that's not a hot
That's
take.
not a crazy take. Yeah, I got him over Akeem.
You got Steph over Akeem?
Hell yeah. Impact wise.
Oh, that's tough, bro. Come on, man. One of the greatest defenders of all time?
He is that, bro. He really, really is.
I mean, it depends on he was a good player. Like, I mean,
A good player.
He's definitely more versatile, but I think when you rank players, it's about your career and how good you were. So it's talent and career. If you go talent and career with Curry and Hakeem, it's probably gonna be Curry.
Okay, I would disagree. I would take Hakeem on that.
To me is the career because MVPs, because he has more MVPs, he has more championships, more individual awards, more accolades. So it's just like, and then you go to if you want to bring winning bias into it, well, Curry won more, and then if you even remove the championship years, Curry did better in his non-championship years than Hakeem did in his non-championship years.
And Akeem lost 9 times in the first round.
I think I could argue Curry's prime lasted longer too. I believe I could argue that.
I got another good one for y'all.
It's a debate to me. It's a debate. I ain't going to reveal all my weapons, but I ain't going.
Steven Jackson versus his
Tyson.
podcast
It's like
partner.
better than greatest right there.
What? That's not a good
Right.
one.
What you talking about, George?
What,
Steven Jackson, yeah, versus Matt Barnes.
That's not a debate.
This mess is.
You gotta go with Jack. You gotta go with Jack.
Hey, look, y'all, look.
Y'all just trying to make Kobe.
Look, so my bad, y'all. I don't mean to drop y'all, but I'm gonna have to go ahead and drop y'all. I got to get this.
Hey,
show
salute.
wrapped
Thanks
up,
again,
man.
bro. I'm gone.
Salute, Lamar.
Yeah, man.
You already know,
Salute,
Appreciate y'all.
Take care.
Appreciate
Salute,
y'all
Lamar.
pulling up. Yes, sir.
You already know.
Salute to everybody pulling up today, man. It was a good stream. Salute H from the UK for pulling up, man, holding it down. I thought you won that debate, man. I thought he got it, but he didn't pull it out, man. Salute to all the winners, man. So the rankings as we know them are probably gonna be changing soon. I just got to pull these. I got to pull the transcripts from the debates, run them through ChatGPT, and see what the next round of debates are. But until the new debates come out, we still got True at number 1. You got 32, Africa SB, Ticket, Chill, Mahari, MacDef with the win today. That should boost him. And then we got the Pope B. Frank. I want to see him get back in the debate circuit. I think he can probably crack that top 5 if he continues grinding out some of these debates, man. Definitely appreciate it. Brandon Katz, that's a good point. Hakeem didn't have help. But like I tell people all the time, Brandon Katz, I always tell people this. I said, when it comes to ranking players, it's not fair. Sometimes players just get placed in better circumstances and it leads to better outcomes. And that's just the unfair part of these rankings. Sometimes you just get drafted to a horrible organization, just like Dominique Wilkins got drafted to the Hawks. But James Worthy got sent to the Lakers. And sometimes, like I said, there's a lot of luck that plays into your success too, things that you can't control. Just, so it is what it is. I just think Curry just got put in a better situation and had a much better career. Oh, Big Op Bob, he said he live streamed them on your channel. Hold on, what'd you live stream? Oh, yeah, Bob, we got to get you in here on the next debates because we added like a new little twist to the debates. And I think it's gonna make these debates even crazier once people started getting these twists off. But yeah, Bob, we got to get you in the rankings because Bob is another one who I think he can crack the top 5 if he just continues grinding on the debates. You know what I really want to see? I want to see a PC guy versus a PC guy over here. If we can get 2 guys over here from PC to debate under our format and with our people voting, I want to see how that turns out. But hey, salute to P5 though. P5 came over here on a topic. P5 came in over here on a topic that I didn't think he can win on, and P5 pulled out the win. He got the win on the Kawhi Leonard versus Carmelo Anthony tape. So salute to him, Mac Def, and all the other guys. They were able to get wins today. Bob, did you play, Bob, or was you just coaching? Oh, if it's AAU, I'm assuming you were coaching. Yeah, P5 came up and debated, man. He came up and debated, man. And Tyson also got his first win. Tyson beat our number 1 seed. Tyson beat Tru Da King. So we're gonna see some changes. And we definitely gonna see some changes in the rankings now that Tru lost and a couple other guys won. Set up ticket versus Bang. Oh yeah, Bob. Coaching is, hey Bob, I'm gonna tell you right now though, coaching it's kind of like addicting. Like once you start, it's hard to just walk away and stop. Especially if you're super competitive. Right? It's hard. It's hard to walk away. And that's what now I see why some coaches end up coaching 50 years and 60 years. It's hard. It's hard to walk away. It's hard, man, because you get to coaching and then if you don't win it, man, you got to come back, do it again. And then if you do win it, you got to worry about a target on your back, trying to keep everybody off your neck. And coaching is something else, man. It's a lot of, it's like playing chess with people. Playing chess, mental chess, strategic chess on the court, X's and O's. It's crazy. Yeah, I've been coaching. When I started coaching, Bob, and shit, I dropped a link for you real quick, Bob, because I want to hear about your coaching. I started coaching in 2016 on just some accidental, just being in the right place at the right time. It's like on an accidental situation, when I was just taking some grad classes. I was done playing myself, so I was just hooping with some guys over at Purdue University, and it was like, man, you got experience playing D1 and whatnot. And it was like, man, we would you mind coaching our club team? And then so I ended up coaching a club team at Purdue. Come on, George. That the link was for Big Ock. Because we about to shut this one down, George. Let me get this off the screen too. But yeah, I started coaching at Purdue. And after that first year, so club basketball at the college level, so you're dealing with 18 to like 24-year-olds. So you're basically dealing with grown men. This is like basically college level basketball. So a lot of people, the level of basketball that I coach is it's like 10 years old. So a lot of people aren't familiar with it, but it's called club basketball. So we're kind of like the JV team to the D1 team. So we're kind of like on the level of most like D2 schools, D2, D3. sometimes we can get like D1 quality talent. But yeah, when I was at Purdue that second year in 2017, we just were loaded with talent. And we won the national championship. And then I got asked to come out here to GCU. And since I've been here at GCU, we've been to 2 national championships, but we lost both of them. I put the games on YouTube. So every time we lose a national championship game, I put both of them on YouTube. You can find them on my channel. Yeah, we lost. But again, it's always about coming back, trying to figure that puzzle about how to get back. Different coaches, different players. It is what it is. He says, I used to coach middle school boys as well. Yeah. It's weird because I started off coaching older players, like from 18 and up. It's hard for me to go down below that now, because the lower you go down, the more teaching you have to do. Like you have to, if you go below, yeah, Tyson, my goal is to get into D1 coaching or even the NBA. My true goal is to get into NBA level coaching. That's my true goal. But that's why I went and got my master's in sports management. And then now I'm working on my potentially my doctoral in performance psychology. And I think just having those additional degrees is going to elevate me, potentially get me in the door in some places. But yeah, that's the goal. And I built my network up. But what else? We sent a couple guys pro. Like I have one of my best player from last year just signed to go overseas. My best player from Purdue signed. He played in the G League for a few years, even though he didn't get called up to the NBA. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm definitely looking to level up. But the thing is, I don't want to rush it because I've had some schools offer some things to me, but I just don't know if they was the right situations too. Because a lot of times coaching and how you elevate is about your situation. Like, if you go into the wrong situation and then you just completely put a scar on your coaching resume, now you're looking crazy out there. But I think here at GCU, I got a good thing because here at GCU, this is one of the few universities in the country that literally give me every resource I need to build a championship team. Literally everything I need. They built us our own practice facility. They built us our own weight room. We have our own strength and conditioning coach. Like that's unheard of for club basketball at the college level. So, they giving us all the resources, and you got to think over the last 3 years. So my 4 years as the head coach here at GCU. 4 years coaching here. Man, I think we are like 100, 101 and like 25. We don't lose much. We be blasting people. What up, Bob?
What's up, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Man, what's going on? How was the debates today?
It was cool, man. It was cool. One of the debates, there was some technical difficulties, but we ended up mapping it out. But a couple people surprised me. So I just like the debates today because we got new people. It was a ton of just new guys that really nobody had ever seen. So they couldn't be biased and like, I like this guy or the other because you really don't know him. So,
yeah. P5. That's my guy, P5. I like that young fella.
He came up here and cooked, though. I ain't gonna lie. He had Kawhi Leonard. He had a tough debate too. It was who's the better scorer, Kawhi Leonard or Carmelo Anthony? He won. He took the hard side there. But how your team look? What age range is the team you coach?
We doing AAU, like JV, so like 15, 16 and under. But my girls are 14.
Oh, so you coach women?
Yeah, I got girls. Yeah, I got so I got one 13-year-old, one 15-year-old, and 4 14-year-olds. I had some visa issues at the last minute, so I missed like I have 8, but I'm only playing with 6 right now because 2 girls couldn't come because of visa issues. From my team is from Merida, Mexico, so that's why I'm down in Mexico all the time because like I got the team down there. I do camps and like training down there in Mexico. So this is our first trip to the U.S. and we won the first game today by 2. and then we lost the second one by 6. But it was tough. It was it was close games. It was great games, and I'm happy for him today. We're actually in LA right now, and then we're going to Vegas this weekend coming up.
Boy, that's what's up right there, man. Got the coaching, but you know what? I've always been because we have a women's club team here too, and sometimes they participate in our preseason conditioning with the men.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing I noticed is that if you're gonna coach women, you better know you got to know a lot because you got to do a lot of teaching because there's so much. Playing with men is kind of a cheat code because their athleticism and speed kind of makes up for some of the stupidity that they do.
Yeah.
But with women, you really got to be on top of your coaching bag because, unless you just get a superstar player and she could just carry you, you're going to have to, really be locked in, get them locked in on defense. I'll be watching these women's teams. They be pressed the whole game. They be going crazy.
Yeah, man.
I can't get my guys to be that disciplined to press the whole goddamn game.
Yeah, the second team, they tried to pick on us because they had like 12 players. They was trying to press us the whole game. They actually had us down like 19 at halftime. And shit, my girls, we pulled through though. They toughed it out. I got some scrappy girls though. They not playing. They not going for no bullshit. Like they not gonna let you punk them. So, it was good. I was happy to see that.
I was talking to somebody about my team last year because last year we lost. Last year was one of the first years we didn't make the national championship. We lost in the regional. And I was talking to somebody and I'm like, that's what we lost. I was like, we lost our dog. I was like, we used to walk in the gym and teams used to fear the shit out of us.
Yeah.
I said, we ain't had that last year. I said, we got to get that back, man. I'm tired of walking in teams really thinking, we got a chance this year. We got to get that fear factor back, man. Start hitting people dead in their mouth when we play. So that's always a good start when you got a tough team.
Yeah. So they point. We play tomorrow at 8. So we'll get back at it. I'm excited for it.
Man, congrats though, man. I hope y'all do well because I remember you said something about you had to go down to Mexico, and I didn't know it was the coach. I thought it was the play.
Nah. I'm coaching now. I've been coaching for a while. Like I use if I don't have a team, I'm doing individual training. So some way somehow I'm always staying involved, like from a coaching aspect at least.
Hey,
when I was playing down in Australia, I was coaching the not the development team, but the 20 and under team. So I'm always gonna do some type of coaching. I love it. Like you said, it's addicting. The first time I was coaching, I was up in Washington, and my sister had the South Puget Sound team, and so she let me be her assistant, or she was the head assistant. So I was like backing her up. And so that's when I first started coaching. Ever since then, bro, like you said, I've been addicted, but I can't stop.
I keep telling people, I was like, man, it's just something about it, man. Just especially if you played before too. So it's like a different thrill you get out of coaching than you did with playing.
Yeah, for sure. But, it's hard. I think it's even harder. It's even more challenging because you can tell your team all the right stuff, but it ain't no guarantee that they're gonna go and actually do it. So it's like, damn, you got to be able to coach around your team's mistakes and the other. You never know who you're coaching against. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope to me. It's a challenge, bro.
I think the one principle I definitely can't say I've been a perfect coach, but the one principle that I feel like has been my best principle that I tell my guys, and it's paid the biggest dividends, is I always tell them I'm never gonna take you out the game for missing a shot.
Right.
I said, I don't care about missed shots. And I think because I think back when I would play in high school and stuff, all the while I'm in the game sometimes, especially when I'm at the JV level and you're really trying to get back to varsity, all I'm thinking about, dang, if I take this shot and miss it, coach is about to yank me out the game. And it's just like, how you can't really perform under that type of situation, man. And I was just like, man, when I tell them that, I'm like, well, look, shoot the goddamn ball. We'll live with the results. We'll figure that out later. Just shoot the ball and just defend. Then we control that, man. I feel like that gave a lot of my guys a ton of confidence.
For sure.
What do you be doing with your women?
Same thing. I tell them shoot it till you break it. Shoot it till your hand fall off. I'm like, you shoot the ball until your wrist start clicking. You know, like if you got an open shot, I'll pull you out for not shooting an open shot before I pull you out for shooting. You know what I mean? Like that's my. So I got that same philosophy with you because I would hate to play for a coach like that that's telling me, oh, don't shoot that. Like, nah, man, you go play ball, and I want you to be as confident as possible, especially if you're playing defense. Like if you're a scrappy defender, you box out, you rebound, you know what I'm saying? You do all of that, then you got carte blanche to shoot the ball, as far as I'm concerned.
That's how I am. What kind of like defensive like philosophy do you go for?
I'm usually putting on that I'm usually pressing. I like the man-to-man full court press, trap the corners. But right now, like I said, I don't got my full team. I'm playing with 6. So right now I'm kind of having this, pick up at half court. My point guard, I'm still not letting you walk the ball up though. Like my point guard has to pick up there 94 feet still. So, but everybody else, y'all can kind of draw back a little bit. But I can't let you just walk into your offense. You know what I'm saying?
I'm assuming you hate zones.
Like playing is on us.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. I'm saying zoning up. If you had to, you don't ever feel like you're in a situation where you just forced to zone up.
I haven't been today. I'll drop into a zone, but if it's a zone, it's gonna be a Jim Boeheim extended 2-3. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna extend it and still trap the corners.
Yeah, it's hard to teach it though. A lot of my guys, when I try to teach that Jim Boeheim type of zone, that my top 2 guards get confused on that rotation because the rotation is a little different. But
yeah,
but it's the only way you can really realistically run zone. Like the natural zones at this day and age, you get you lit up.
Oh yeah, they'll shoot your lights out, bro. I can't, and that's one thing I'm not gonna do. I'm not just gonna watch you shoot us to death. Like,
ain't no way.
But I've been a big fan of Jim Boeheim for a long time. So I study his defense, So that's I try to put that. It's easier with the boys though than the girls on that because they're just quicker, athletic, longer. So it's a little easier to play that style with the men. But I still try it with the girls though, and they're receptive to it. As long as you got some dogs, people that's ready to work and fly out to the shooters, you can pretty much do anything. And I like that. When you got some players that want to work hard, you can put them in anything and it'll be okay.
You ain't lying. That's what I be telling people. I said if the players believe in you, they run anything and it'll work. If they believe, like if you really get them to believe in you as a coach, you could literally go tell them to run anything, any play, and it'd work if they out there playing they like, playing hard and just execute.
Yeah, that's a fact. And I try to be coachable. I try to be as good to them as I can. Make sure that they, that it's all respect. Obviously, I'm going to be yelling still. Still might cuss y'all out, but it's all love, and the parents, the parents understand it. It's all good.
I ain't had to be the type of coach like some my players might. More so in game, not in practice. I get on some guys, but in game, I don't know. I really try to stay chill. I try to stay level headed so my team don't panic like we in a bad situation, man.
Yeah. Man, like just kind of like how it's just kind of going back today in our second game. Like I said, we were almost down 20 at halftime, and my girls were kind of looking a little timid. They got a little flustered for a second, and they like my point guard wasn't controlling traffic, and I had to call a timeout and get on her for a second. Like what's wrong with you? Like, are y'all shook? What's going on? We down 20, but we still got a lot of basketball to play. And then so they kind of got it together. I told them, sat down, let's breathe, take a couple deep breaths, and let's get back out there and do what we worked on. And so they did, and we got back in there. We had a shot at it. I'm telling you, if we would have had 2 more minutes, we would have won that game. So
yeah, you run out of time sometimes.
Yeah, I was juiced, man, for sure. But yeah, I'm about to have to run. Got to go feed my kids, man. But I appreciate you letting me pull up and talk about what's going on. Let me know about the next debate.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you the day. It's probably gonna be Wednesday of next week. I'm trying to find. That day might change because I really want to get a day where it works for everybody. So, like I said, I'm gonna hit you on the Telegram Hopefully we can get some days where it work for everybody, and we'll just go with that day. But it'd probably be like Tuesday or Wednesday of next week in the evening.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie though, Lamar. I think Sturdy ducking me.
Oh,
I think Sturdy ducking me, man. I'll be SB. I know SB ain't ducking nothing, but I ain't gonna lie, man. Your man Sturdy might be on the run right now. I call him out and he get to talking to chill. I'm like, okay, I see what's going on here.
You know what Sturdy does like to look for, like if he feels like you have a weakness that he can exploit in a conversation, and he gonna try to shift a certain narrative or topic your way so he can get you on it. But we can set that up though. We can definitely set that up, because now Sturdy ain't gonna take a liking to getting called out. So he definitely get you on the docket, man.
Yeah, I know he not, but man, all y'all in the chat, y'all hit Sturdy and let him know to stop ducking out.
For sure they gonna let him know too. ASAP as soon as they see him.
Cool. Well, all right, Lamar, good talking to you, bro.
Man.
I'll catch up with you.
Yes, sir. I'll catch up with you, man.
All
right, y'all, man. That's Big Ock Bob, man. Make sure y'all go check his channel out, man. Hold on, let me drop his channel link in here for y'all. Here it is right here, man. If y'all ain't subbed up to him, man, y'all better go sub now, man. He be doing the late night streams, man. Oxtail streams, man. Go sub up to his channel, man. Check him out, man. All them guys on Player's Choice really have their own individual thing, man, where they do their thing individually. So man, make sure y'all go check him out and all the other guys over there. But look, y'all, we gonna get this one shut down, man. It's been a great stream, great debates today. My apologies for the technical difficulties with Tru Da King's debate, but things still panned out the way they were supposed to pan out, man, y'all. Hey, but it's FYF Sports, man. Another great podcast episode. We're gonna be back. More sports and news. Until then, y'all, it's FYF Sports, and we out.
Yeah, we done came from the bottom, mad that we up, but I don't hear him talking. Started with knowledge inside of my noggin. We took a dream and then we started vlogging. Put my city on the map now. I'ma say how it is and I don't back down. On the road to 100K, we finna act out. We gon' show them that we not just in the background. We the main event, we the main show. We the one that people always gonna pay for. FYF, we the best, no debate though. Number one sports channel, every angle. I'ma show them all how we ride. Best sports talk show, we not like them guys who playing it safe while they feather the lines. We pushing the narrative all the time. Like who to go in the game is not MJ. Kobe Bryant top 10, not what we say. Hakeem Olajuwon is very overrated. Keep it real, if it ain't fact, we don't say it. Now stable, we won't be ignored. We number one, especially when coming to sports. FYF bringing the heat here, of course. Everything backed up with actual source.